to protect your soul.
Hello and welcome back to the We Are City channel, and it's Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur today. Two rivalries, but not of the clubs, of the managers. Pep Guardiola versus Jose Mourinho. It's a big one. These two have sort of been battling against each other for many years, haven't they? For a very long time, and today they're against each other. And Jose Mourinho will be looking to get the best of Pep Guardiola. He has in the last two meetings. It was 2-0 to Spurs both times, and hoping for a different result today as City fans. I'm joined by my friend today. It's Stephen. Hello, Stephen.
Hello.
It's good to have you on with us today once again. City versus Spurs. Is this a big one, really, in terms of... I know City are now starting really pulling away in the league, but is this a big one?
Yeah, because, as much as we are ahead, they are still there, aren't they? And there's a long way to go. So every win is just, especially with the games in hand, it's just pushing us further and further forward. So we do need to beat these.
Well, the one big thing in the City team that needs to be mentioned is the fact that City have no Ruben Dias today. So the squad City have gone with today is Ederson in goal, João Cancelo, John Stones, Aymeric Laporte and Zinchenko make up the back four. They've gone with the usual midfield, the winning midfield at the moment of Rodri, Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. And then it's a front three of Foden, Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling. Sergio Aguero returns to the bench, which is good to see, but there's no Ruben Dias today. Do you think Ruben Dias is going to be a massive miss for City?
Yes and no, because it's not bad, is it, to be able to bring the quality of our main centre back's injured, so we'll just bring Laporte in as well. It's like it's another world class centre back, but yes, I think he will be missed, just plain and simply because him and Stones have been playing together now for what, I don't know, probably the last 14 games, haven't they? 15 games that we've won. So they've got that link up, haven't they? And this is a sort of a fresh combination, these two now, so they might not fully be in sync with each other. So it could make a difference, but I still think Laporte's obviously a good centre-back, so he should be okay.
Yeah, Laporte, he sort of fell out with Pep Guardiola after that Spurs game where he made a mistake for the goals against Spurs. And I suppose what a better chance to give him his opportunity to sort of make up for that mistake by putting him back in against Spurs and saying, you've got to beat Spurs today and we need a clean sheet from you. Because we know what Spurs are going to do. We'll pull up both sides on the screen now. They've gone with Lloris in goal, a back four of Tanganga at right back.
It's a bit of an odd one. Isn't it?
Is it a 5?
I think so.
It's to me, it's looking like Tanganga is the man at the right back position. Then they've gone with Davinson Sanchez, Eric Dyer, and Davis at the left back. Højbjerg and Ndombele in the middle. And then I don't know if it's Lamela or Lucas or Son in behind Kane, one of them, and then the other two on the wings, and of course Harry Kane up top. It's a very odd one, really. For Jose Mourinho, everyone expects him, don't they, to come to City today, sit behind the ball, and hit City on the counter. But they're playing 4 forwards, aren't they? Which is a bit of an odd one.
4 forwards, but that midfield of Ndombele and Højbjerg are both going to drop back, aren't they? So it's like a back 6 then, isn't it? They're going to be sat in there, aren't they? And even Harry Kane gets back, doesn't he? So I think a lot of the time they are going to be sat behind the ball. It's just for the counter-attack with the speed on the wings. That's going to be the issue, especially with like Cancelo getting forward and stuff like that. That could be a problem, but I can't see it being too much of an issue, to be honest.
Well, it is going to be a question of how Spurs play today. Just onto the live chat. It's great to have you guys here. And we've got someone new here, maybe. We've got FIFA 21 and Fortnite Kid says hi. Hello to you. Julie, Jaden and Sophie say hello. Hello to you 3. And Kieran says Ruben Dias has an injury. Yeah, no, he doesn't. He does. Yeah, you're right, Kieran. He has an illness, in fact. He was sick. He hasn't trained last week, hence why he's not in the team today. And score prediction, well, I'm going to go with a 2-1 to City. What about you?
I was going to say 2-1 or 3-1. I'll go 3-1 so they were different.
But definitely everyone else, Kieran, Sophie, Jaden, FIFA 21 and Fortnite Kid, let us know in the comments what you think your score prediction is. At the end of the game, we'll analyse who was right, who was wrong. Tends to be people are wrong. No one's ever quite right.
No, we don't.
We have a bit of a regular in Gary Ramsden, who never seems to get any right, does Gary, but he always gives it an attempt. And maybe today we will see someone get one right. But I'm thinking 2-1. I do think Spurs will score today. I think without Diaz there, Laporte, as much as, like you said, Laporte's a good player, I just think him and Stones just don't have the connection that Stones and Diaz would have, or Laporte and Diaz would have. I think that might cost City at times.
Yeah, and it is important if you do look at the league still, because we've got one game in hand at the moment on United. Obviously, because we're playing this now. So we're 5 points clear at the moment. If we only draw this and they win tomorrow, they're 3 points behind us, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, and we've got Everton. Everton's not going to be an easy game this week away as well.
No, definitely
so,
not.
you know, that we need a result there. And if we drop points again there, obviously, I hope we don't. You know, they're right back on our tail, aren't they? So we do need to get the win here, 100%.
Yeah. I think this is, to me, I think this might be a tougher game than the City versus Liverpool game.
Yeah,
just because of the way Spurs play. City is, you know, Liverpool. I mean, not that they've been not very good in recent years, but against City, they just seem to score screamers, and just, you know, everything seems to go their way. Whereas in the Spurs games, Spurs just want to sit back and hit City on the counter, and that's sort of City's kryptonite, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, Son's a fantastic player, isn't he?
Yeah.
And they've got obviously Kane as well, who's great. So that their link up is this season. It's just been unbelievable. I think Harry Kane's either got the first or second most assists this season as a striker. You know, which is pretty mad, isn't it? You know, I'll see if I can find his.
He's actually their top scorer.
Yeah, he's got 11 assists and 13 goals, so 24 goal contributions in 24 games. Pretty impressive, that. That's pretty impressive.
And a lot of people say that Kane doesn't turn up in the big moments. Well, he's got a chance to turn up in a big moment today, hasn't he?
Oh, 100%.
Well, I'm not sure he will do it, though. I'm hoping he doesn't. He has been, to me, it seems like he's been quiet against City in recent years, and it's Heung-min Son who's been the one that's, you know, really caused the problems. But we'll see today whether that's the case.
But, you know, you've also got to look at it as well from, obviously this was our last loss in the league, 15 games ago against these in November, but I think we're a different side to what we were then. I think we've improved a lot defensively. We're not conceding as many goals, as many chances, so I think it's going to be tough for him to score.
Yeah, I just think it's just going to be Son's pacing behind, and as soon as Cancelo bombs forward into that midfield role, not like it's out of ill discipline, it's out of the fact that Pep Guardiola and of course the coaching staff are telling João Cancelo to do this. When he does that, that's going to open up so much space for Heung-min Son up against John Stones and isolate himself against John Stones. And Stones has got to be, you know, the Stones of this season, and not just, you know, go back to the old John Stones today because Ruben Diaz is not alongside him holding his hand.
This is going to be his first test, isn't it?
Yeah.
As we've said over the last, you know, even the games that we've won, he's not really been tested, has he, as of yet, properly. This is going to be a real test against Harry Kane and Son today.
Yeah.
They're going to target him, aren't they?
I think he will pass the test. I think he will. I think he's got it in him.
I think he will.
Surely, you know, his concentration, everything about him seems to be much more, you know, he's very much more concentrated on the game. You know, in recent years, he sort of drifted in games, didn't he? And it seemed like his mind wasn't with it, and that's when you'd see a mistake come out of him. Whereas at the moment, he seems like he sort of drilled it into his head that I need to concentrate for 90 minutes. There's 90 minutes of football here, and the added time, and you know, I've got to stay focused, and I think he's starting to do that.
Yeah, it's maturity as well, I think. You know, he's grown up, hasn't he? And he's getting more experience and things like that. So I think that's you know, we signed him. I can't remember how old he was when we signed him, but obviously he's, you know, it was 3 or 4 years ago now. So he's grown up, he's come on, and obviously you can see that in his game, can't you? Know that he seems a lot more composed. He's not making those risky passes and risky mistakes anymore. You know, to create mistakes, sort of thing. So I think he has turned out to be good so far. It's just like you always say, it's when's the next injury coming?
Yeah. That's the problem, isn't it, with John Stones? And if you are making your predictions in the chat, we've seen Sophie's there. She's gone for a 1-1, and Julia's gone for a 2-1. Julie says we need to capitalise on the Liverpool loss earlier. That is very true. City need to pull away from Liverpool as much as they can, because them and Manchester United are the only two sides. Though Leicester up there now,
I think everyone's writing Leicester off, you know.
Yeah.
And they could do it, couldn't they? They've got the team capable to do it. I don't think they will, but they could do it. I think they're getting written off by everyone, aren't they? But
they beat Liverpool today, so surely they should be more dangerous than Liverpool to City's title challenge.
That's it. And Liverpool are off it now. What are they, 13 points behind if we win today?
Yeah.
10 points at the moment. There's no chance they're doing it. I don't know what the issue is there. Something's going on in it, because they're not the team that they were. And it isn't because of the defence, you know, being out. They're not scoring, are they? They're not scoring enough goals. They're not creating enough. They don't look. Obviously, they had an amazing season last season. I don't think anyone expected them to be as good as they were last season. But they're miles off. They're really miles off what they were. So I don't know. Something must be happening.
Definitely. And if you do want to actually see how FIFA has predicted the result for this game, then on our channel, in our video section, we do have Manchester City versus FIFA, and it's Gabriel Jesus, a hat-trick they've predicted, and a 3-2 win for City. Not sure you get good odds for that if you were a betting man on that today.
Oh, you would.
But would you predict? Well, does FIFA predict right? Usually they predict the deficit right, don't they? So that's a 1-0 deficit to Manchester City. We'll see if they're right. Andrew's gone with a 2-0 to City. And one thing we should mention is please subscribe to the channel. It's on your screen now. Obviously, you can't click that little thing on the screen. You need to go to the subscribe button. We have a live counter on the right there. The last stream that we did at the start of the stream against Swansea on Wednesday, we were on 5-2-6. We're now on 4-2-1. We were on 5-2-4-2. I'm all confused now. 5-4-2. We were on 5-4-2. We're now on 5-4-1. So someone has been offended by this stream, maybe. I'm not quite sure. But please don't unsubscribe. If you enjoy the channel, please do subscribe. We want to hit 1,000 subscribers. That's the big aim. That's when you're considered a serious YouTube channel. We're on 5-4-1 now, so please continue to subscribe. And that live count is there so you guys can know when you've made a contribution to the channel. It means something, I suppose. You'll see it on screen visually that you have made a difference to this channel. And if it goes up, we will thank you very much. And if you have just subscribed, let us know in the comments and we'll say thank you very much. So the two sides from the tunnel now, Manchester City versus Spurs. Hugo Lloris, the captain for Spurs today. A keeper that I think in recent times, I know I've been at the home games, has dropped a few clangers against City, hasn't he? He's a bit of a mistake sort of goalkeeper, and he wasn't great the other night against Everton as well, which was a cracker of a game. 5-4 to Everton in extra time.
Yeah, he seems a bit weak sometimes, doesn't he? Sort of parrying the ball away and stuff. I think he did it against Everton. I think he parried it into his net, didn't he? I know it was a difficult shot. It was a fast shot, but he just seems a bit weak wrists sometimes.
And he's the French captain as well, in fact. They seem to be very trusting of him. I don't know if he's a very vocal voice in the dressing room, a leader of some sort. But I just, as a goalkeeper, I don't think he's up there with even the top 5 in the Premier League at the moment. And I think City
not at the moment
need to test him a lot today, don't they? I think, I remember when City first won the league that first year, Sané and Sterling just all game, he was dropping it. It went through the legs at one point. He came for a cross and missed it. And City, I think, won that game 4-0. I mean, City have beat Spurs 6-0 in the past, haven't they? 7-0. So there's a chance to really batter Spurs today. Whether it does happen, I don't know, because they are, well, we say they're a defensively solid side, but they weren't in that Everton game. Jaden's gone with a 2-1 to Spurs, or to us. I assume it means to City. I'm not quite sure, Jaden. Do you mean 2-1 to Tottenham there, or 2-1 to Manchester City? I'm hoping you mean Manchester City, but you could be right. The 2-1 Spurs win. Other players in that Spurs side, I mean, Højbjerg's been very impressive for them. I think Lamella's a strange decision to start him today. The same as Lucas Moura on the wing. I'm very surprised them two started. I did expect a third midfielder to be in there for Tottenham Hotspur to sort of be more defensive, but they've not gone for that today, which is a surprise.
And Domblé as well. He's good. He's had a really good season this year.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
First season he weren't very good, was he? But he looks like he's sort of settled down now, doesn't he? He looks a very good player.
He does, yeah. And maybe,
right.
I think he could be a big problem for City today, because he has that ability to receive the ball under pressure and turn. His first touch on the turn, he's probably better than any other at the moment when I've seen him play. I mean, he was that sort of player at Lyon, and unfortunately for him, when he first joined Spurs, they didn't really want to give him time to settle. They were a bit unhappy with him. Look at Jose Mourinho coming out, giving a little high fives to the two Portuguese players in the City team as they came out of the tunnel, in João Cancelo and Bernardo Silva. Is that a bit of a mind games from Jose here?
I don't know. I don't think he's like that anymore, is he? I think he's mellowed down a lot, hasn't he?
Yeah, I saw an interesting article
be,
today on Sky Sports that said, speaking of that, will Jose Mourinho ever win a Premier League title again?
No.
No, do you not think so? I don't think he will.
He's not changed, has he?
No.
It's like a bit like Van Gaal when he came to United, how his tactics worked. Obviously, he's a good manager. So is Mourinho. He's won the Champions League with 2 different teams, won everything where he's gone. But that was, 20 years ago? He hasn't changed his tactics. He still plays the same style of football, and it doesn't work anymore. They need to update the tactics to win things. I can't see it. I think this probably will be his last job, or one of his last jobs in England anyway.
Yeah,
I think he might go abroad. Might maybe go to France or something like that, or somewhere, Spain, Italy. But I can't see him doing much in the Premier League.
No, I think he is finished. And I think that also shows the sort of credit Pep Guardiola deserves, really, because, at the start of the season, we're all saying, a lot of rival fans are saying Pep's finished, his tactics, everyone's figured him out.
I think we thought he was, didn't we, at one point?
But I did. Yeah, but he's changed it, hasn't he? He's changed it. He's going with this sort of
definitely.
Cancelo going into midfield, a back three at times, and a very fluid front line. And it's working really well.
Yeah, definitely. He has changed. I don't know what was happening at the beginning of the season. I don't know what the issues were, but I think Ruben Diaz has been a massive part of that as well.
Yeah.
At the back, solidifying the back, and Stones as well. So obviously we've sort of, like you said, now we're defensively sound. You know, a couple of seasons ago, you might have thought we might beat these 5-3. You know, and now we're saying 2-1, 3-1 because we don't concede as many goals anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just a different tactic.
A little interesting stat there on Gabriel Jesus. He's scored 4 in his last 4 starts, which is a pretty good record. And Jaden said in the chat, maybe Maury's going to play like a second striker. That could be true. I think it's either going to be him or Lamella or Son. I mean, it's only going to be one of them 3 anyway. That is in behind Harry Kane. But it's going to be odd. I don't know. It does surprise me Mourinho's gone with that.
Yeah. And I mean, I was just going to say about Jesus then, you know, he's a bit like Sterling and he scores, doesn't he? But in those last 4 starts, do you think he's played well? Not really, has he?
Yeah, you know, I think the thing is with Gabriel Jesus, I don't think he's played well as a centre forward, but I think he's played well as a player within the team. It's very odd, really. I don't think he plays well as a striker. I think he has a good game, but not a good game for a striker.
Yeah, but he still seems to score, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, the Daily Mail have put out an article a few hours before kickoff, in fact, that said Pep Guardiola plans to move Gabriel Jesus out to the left wing next season.
Well, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I think it suits him much better. I think he's more of a in and around the forward sort of player. And at the moment, in playing as a centre forward, just isn't suiting him, is it? It really isn't suiting him. He wants to make things. He wants to drop deep and sort of create chances. I mean, I suppose if he's playing as a false 9, which he has in this City sort of side at times, then it works pretty well. But it's just I just don't think he's the striker City need at the moment.
No, he isn't. He's not.
But it's Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur. We have kick-off. Spurs immediately do that thing that we always seem to mention. The lump up towards the full-back. Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
And Laporte knocks it clear. And Jesus with a bit of a battle with Davinson Sanchez. Davinson Sanchez is a very physical centre-back. I remember seeing him play for Ajax against Manchester United in the Europa League final, where he's impressive there. But he's given the ball away. It's Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden. Margaret says 2,700,000 on City today. That's a lot of money on City to win. But whether them are right. And these two sides, of course, first met in 1909 in an FA Cup game, which is a long while ago. And I don't think many of us were around back then. But maybe you were. Let us know in the comments if you were around back then. One of the oldest people in the world.
Yeah.
Here's Aymeric Laporte on the ball. Into Gundogan, who's City's top scorer at the moment with 9 goals in the Premier League.
Oh, he's had a mad season, hasn't he, this year so far?
He has. A brilliant offensive midfielder. Been wasted in defensive midfield for all these years.
By the looks of things.
And of course, Rodri back in the side today had a bit of a worry against Swansea. It was on a nasty tackle from De Hander, who then subsequently received some disgusting racist abuse for that tackle, which I don't understand.
It's just mad, isn't it, this at the moment? Every time someone plays bad or does something, it's just racially abuse him. It's just awful.
Oh, João Cancelo made a really good run through the middle there. Gabriel Jesus could have found him, decided not to go for him, went wide to Foden instead, but João Cancelo was in the box then, ready to shoot. To Foden, maybe he's offside here, Phil. He's timed his run well, and Højbjerg makes a tackle for a corner.
It's looking like Foden kick on the right, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Right, Sterling on the left.
In recent weeks, I mean, Foden's a mile offside there. Other linesman hasn't seen that, I don't know. Corner for City anyhow.
Corner.
You can't go back now, so if City were to score from this corner... Yeah, Foden has played on left wing, hasn't he, recent weeks? But back on the right wing today. Sterling back on the left-hand side. Foden swings this corner in. Rodri up there. And he heads it 6 foot over the bar. He was under pressure, though. Yeah, he was under pressure. I just couldn't get above that one, could he?
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult, isn't it? Difficult chance. He just put too much on it. Then he tried to glance it, didn't he, into the far post, but...
A big, sort of cog in City's machine at the moment, isn't he, Rodri? The way he's been playing.
Yeah, I think he doesn't stand out in games, does he? But he just does the job, doesn't he? He wins the ball back and breaks things up, and he's quite physical, and so he does a job. I don't think he's an amazing player, is he? But
interesting, you say he doesn't stand out. Pep Guardiola has said that a holding midfielder doesn't have to stand out. That they're having a good game when they don't stand out.
Yeah,
Here's Alexander Zinchenko for Manchester City at left back again today, and he's really probably City's starting left back at the moment as he receives the ball from Laporte on the halfway line. Brings the ball forward. No, he's back. He played against Swansea in midweek. Got a goal from a cross that just went in the bottom corner, but he's not João Cancelo, is he? We've said it many times, and that's why he's not getting the team at the moment, with Sterling on the wing now, back at that left-hand side of his head, and he clips the ball into Bernardo Silva. It's easily cleared away by Eric Dyer. Højbjerg down to Ndombele. Ooh, very, sort of loosened the ball there, and then Davinson Sanchez has nearly put it out for a throw-in. Tanganga on his left foot.
Own goal the other night.
Yeah.
They just passed it past the goalkeeper.
Very poor. Oh, poor by. I think that is Jesus there. Not strong enough. Lamella. Oh, Cancelo left that.
Pass. Rubbish pass, wasn't it?
It was. Not good enough from Eric Lamella. But it shows, we know what Spurs are going to be doing. It's Lamella who looks to be one starting in behind Harry Kane. Moore on the right and Son on the left. But they sit in deep, Spurs. I mean, look at this. They're not even going to press City, even when they're on the halfway line, pretty much.
It's what we expected, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think from a Harry Kane point of view, what a player he's been. He scored a lot of goals against City. As Phil Foden's in behind here. Goal. Cuts back into Jesus. Good defending by
well read from Højbjerg.
Yeah. He read that, came back and intercepted that pass from Foden that was going to Jesus. Had a free shot on goal. No defensive
players. Could he have moved towards it, though? Did he have to stand there and wait for it to come to him? Take a step towards it and hit it on the stride, sort of thing.
I think it was good defending from Højbjerg.
It was good
really.
Defending. It was, yeah. It was good, but
no defender. If Sanchez or Dyer was anywhere near Gabriel Jesus there, which was a bit of an odd one. Here's Bernardo Silva into Rodri, Zinchenko wide to Sterling. City shift it from right to left here. Sterling. Zinchenko. Good footwork from Zinchenko, but he's lost the ball, but he's won the ball back. Rodri there, protecting the defensive line. Yeah,
Gotta be careful.
If City give the ball away in those positions, that's when Spurs will punish you, because Harry Kane, he only takes one pass in behind to Heung-min Son, and City are in trouble. João Cancelo's drops to the midfield here, picks the ball up between the lines of the forward line. At the moment, it's looking like a 4-4-2 because, in fact, Lucas Moura has now gone in behind Harry Kane and Lamella's gone to that right-hand side.
Yeah, it's like, I can't remember who it was that said it in the comments. Jaden said earlier, didn't he? 2 strikers, potentially.
Yeah.
And Son's on the left and Lamella on the right.
Cancelo shows a good little burst of pace there. Get to the ball before Son after Foden's pass. I think was it Jesus' pass deflected off the Spurs man. And Spurs are always there, just waiting to pounce, aren't they, on a counter attack? Yeah. At the moment, first 5 minutes, nearly 6 minutes now, they haven't done that. But Spurs will be looking to do that.
What a player Cancelo's been, hasn't he? That first season, I thought he's rubbish. Why have we bought him for? And he's been unbelievable going forward. Anyway,
Sterling's lost the ball here. Outstrengthed by Tanganga. Here's Kane. We know what Harry Kane wants to do. Oh, brilliant turn by Kane. Really Jesus. Really terrible pressing. Kane still going forward, and João Cancelo. Good strong footing on Harry Kane. And City back in possession. But Jesus' pressing there wasn't great. He sort of let Kane go in between him and I think it was Bernardo Silva, and also Sterling as well. Outstrength. A bit lazy defensively, isn't he?
That's what he'll need to work on as a winger. If he plays on the wing, he's gonna have to get back and help the fullback out, isn't he?
I think he's happy to run and press, and he's got energy, but it's just the intent behind that sort of. There's no real.
It's not like
he dangles a leg out. He just puts pressure on, but doesn't actually put his foot in for the tackles.
No.
I suppose not every player wants to put the foot in.
Does he?
No, exactly. Aguero doesn't even do the run in the first place. But he scores the goals. Zinchenko with a chance here onto his left foot. Oh, Zinchenko trying to be too clever. Got it back onto his left foot. He had Sterling to the left of him. Tried a little back heel. City in trouble here, but no, it's that man again, Rodri. Playing really well at the moment. Good play by Rodri. Keeps City defensively solid in this game. And he's dropping into that back line as a third centre-back playing just in front of him. And here's Cancelo on the right-hand side this time. We rarely see him on the right-hand side. What a ball into Jesus. Jesus wide to Gundogan. Into Jesus. Shots, a block by Dyer. Jesus still going on his left foot. It's another block, this time by Davinson Sanchez. Very good defending. Laporte swings a leg in on Moura, and Rodri fouls Lucas Moura. Not really an intentional foul. Just tried to get round him, and Moura went down. That was a great ball by Cancelo.
This was really good. Good hold up.
Surprised he didn't play Sterling there, Ilkay Gundogan.
Yeah, I think if that had been Aguero, the ball would have chipped into him and he tried to shoot, wouldn't he? That's the difference in it. Jesus has done really well there and played it off. Obviously, we've not scored from it, but it was good, unselfish play.
He's working hard, Gabriel Jesus, to try and get himself another goal. That'd be 5 in 5 starts if he was to score in today's game. Spurs play ball forward to Eric Lamela, back to Højbjerg and into Lamela again. City looking troubled here, but goes back to Davinson Sanchez. I don't think there's any problems with the Spurs backline when they're in the ball. I don't think they've got that sort of ball playing ability. Oh, and Ndombele is brushed
really well there.
Brushed past Jesus, and he's still going in Ndombele. He's in the City box now, Tanguy Ndombele, and John Stones makes a brilliant tackle, but Gabriel Jesus...
No one closed him down.
No, he's getting back defending Jesus, but like we said, he's not really putting a foot in, is he? He's just... he's letting him drift past him. Here's Zinchenko, Sterling in space. Tanganga's... I think the reason Jose has played Tanganga is he's a quick, strong centre-back, and he's just going to stay back, not going to get forward any time. Just stay on Raheem Sterling and let Sterling have no chance to do anything, really.
Well, he'll do a job, won't he, out there?
Yeah, exactly. I think
right back.
It is to limit Raheem Sterling. Ederson moving further and further out of his goal here. And, of course, if City get a penalty... Yeah, it was by Ndombele. He ran it from his own half all the way into the City box, and not one City player could get the ball off him.
I know he beat Jesus, but they were just backing off, weren't they?
They were worried by him. Here's Zinchenko with the ball outright. Davis makes a meal of it. Foden takes a touch into his head, and
he's done Davis well there in the end.
Recovers really well. There's Ben Davis.
What was you going to say about Ederson then? Penalties or something?
Yeah, if City get a penalty today, we could see Ederson on the penalties. He's not certain, but...
That'd be brilliant, that.
But Guardiola has mentioned it in his press conference about Ederson, and he said when he first mentioned it, it was a joke. But now it's even less of a joke, because City have been missing penalties, and I expect Gundogan will take it. Yeah, from Gundogan it was.
It was awful.
Over the bar. City have just got a thing about missing penalties, and especially against Liverpool. And I think
at Anfield.
At Anfield. I think as well... I would be slightly worried over if we'd score one today when we need it. You know what I mean? I think, you know what, just get Ederson on the penalty. Let him have it.
When I saw it, I thought, Gundogan, penalty, this is going in. I thought, there's no chance he's missing this. The form he's in, and, he's normally pretty calm, but he just blazed it over the bar.
Great run from Cancelo down the wing. Cross it across the box, and Sanchez... Dodgy. Davinson Sanchez, he's not looking... comfortable at the moment for Spurs. Bernardo Silva the back heel. Phil Foden. Oh, Phil. Is he passing that to Cancelo there? He's a mile offside.
It's not often that we say that, though, is it?
No.
Foden's made a bad pass. He's unlucky.
Cancelo's about 5 yards. He's not even on the pitch when Foden's about to pass it to him. Strange decision from Foden, but I think he's probably just seen Cancelo, the blue shirt in his eye line, and tried to play it into him. Spurs try to play out from the back here. Here's Eric Dyer. From his own box, sends it wide to Tanganga. Good win by Laporte. Oh, it's Zinchenko, in fact, against Tanganga. Fair play, Alexander Zinchenko. And here's Sterling. Zinchenko again. Gundogan. Press on from Lamela. That went out, that. Well, that ball went out of play. I hope City wait maybe 5 or 10 minutes before they go and score now. Otherwise, they will pull that back. And, of course, VAR has been notorious against City. The amount of times City get given handballs against them when they don't even touch their hands, but Spurs don't get it. Cancelo with the ball the outside of the boot to Sterling. Doesn't quite work out, and Spurs look to counter. Zinchenko strongly with a tackle. Then Bernardo Silva. Moura's going to jump for this one. He's got a bit of a jump in him for a small man, Lucas Moura.
Yeah, he does.
Scored a header at the opposite end for City when he came on a while ago. Bernardo Silva on the top to Raheem Sterling. Sterling in behind on his head. On his left foot, is it? Back onto his right. Back heel to Bernardo Silva. Across the box. It's a clearance from...
Good defending.
Davinson Sanchez.
Good work, that, though. It was good football.
Spurs look to counter. They get very lucky there. Spurs. Lamela slipped, but it bobbled off Rodri and Zinchenko, and Spurs on the counter now. This is Højbjerg. Into Moura. Good touch. Down to Kane. Using his body. Tackled fairly by Aymeric Laporte. And Harry Kane does the usual. Dives on the floor.
Down.
But the
he
flag...
got injured last time from that, didn't he?
Yeah, the flag of his nation is white with a red cross in it, so the newspaper reporters will not mention that he's a diver. We'll see it here again. Nothing in that. Laporte wins the ball, and Kane has been shot in the ankle by that vicious sniper that continually takes out Mo Salah. And took him out again today, but it didn't quite work out. Did it? Yeah.
Again. And he did it against us last week, didn't he?
Yep. in the box. I don't know how that got given, and VAR didn't overturn it.
The penalty, in quotation marks. It just, I don't know. He throws himself about, doesn't he?
Well, the media darling Harry Kane has got a chance to score a free kick here. A free kick that he's bought, quite literally.
This is dangerous, this.
With a terrible dive from Harry Kane, but 13 minutes, 15 seconds gone. Kane steps up. Oh, it's off the bar! Ederson saves it onto the bar. And then catches it. Well played, Ederson. Great save. Julie says, do Spurs always have two flanking Lloris on a goal kick? Yeah, pretty much. They always want to play it to him. Oh, it's not. Ederson doesn't save it.
It was nowhere near that then.
Just hit the post, Harry Kane's free kick.
He was beaten, I think, Ederson there, wasn't he?
Yeah. Julie says, Kane simulation. Get used to it. Kane attempts to injure other players and then injures himself and moans about it. But that's just he's a good player, isn't he, Kane? But why do the good players have to dive? You know what I mean? For me, Kevin De Bruyne, I think that's one reason why he even gets more respect, because he's a world-class player and he doesn't have to do all these, diving and rolling about. Salah. Salah's a world-class player, but why has he got to do all that?
Salah, Mane, they're the worst two for it.
Yeah. Son there, a little push in the back from Cancelo and Heung-min Son. Surely that's a Manchester City throw-in.
Unless you give a foul. Ederson was nowhere near this.
No, this was going into top corner.
It was unlucky, that. Really good free kick. Gundogan there, not jumping very well, was he? He sort of took a step to the side, didn't he?
If he didn't, it would have hit him in the head. Top scorers of all time. Harry Kane's got 209 for Spurs. In second place, Jimmy Greaves with 266 is top. Yeah, he will catch him. Yeah, he'll never leave Spurs. He'll never win a trophy as well.
No.
So it'll be like Alan Shearer, pretty much. No one remembers him. If you were at a match today, would you know who Alan Shearer was? Other than, he scored a few goals in the Premier League. Yeah.
Well, obviously, it was a good, he was a fantastic striker, wasn't he? Obviously.
But never won anything.
But no, it's the clubs that he played for, isn't it?
He's Sterling on the left-hand side. Zinchenko makes an overlap. Sterling doing his best to lose the ball here. Clumsy Sterling, but he's kept the ball. Into Bernardo Silva.
United, couldn't he? Shearer.
Yeah, he could have.
He didn't. Oh, I'll go and play for Newcastle. Well, what that got you, pal?
I suppose.
What a career he could have had, couldn't he?
Ian Morris says,
good, obviously, but
I agree with the ugly side to Salah's game. Yeah. And Zaid says a word that I won't say. Kane, him and his manoeuvre. Yeah, Harry Kane's signature move, hasn't he, Zaid? Where he just sort of backs into players and lets them land with a full body weight on top of him in order to win a free kick and then potentially injure a player. I mean, if you are maybe 4 or 5 foot off the ground and someone pushes you in mid-air, you can't control your landing. It's very dangerous from Kane. And the thing
did it
is,
against Liverpool, didn't he? And got injured.
The thing is, the full body weights of someone could land on top of him, which is very stupid. Obviously, he's not very smart, Harry Kane. And I just love a player to come down as hard as they can on him and to show him that it's not right what he's doing. Foul on Foden here by Son, and it's a City free kick. Heung-min Son putting his studs in. Another one, Heung-min Son, that likes a bit of a nasty tackle, but because he smiles, he tends to get away with it.
Cracking player, though.
Yeah, again, well, another one. What a player he is. But, that tackle on Andre Gomez that he said he didn't mean. He did mean to injure him, just not in the way that he snapped his leg. But, I mean, it does happen. You lose your cool sometimes playing football. But
I don't think he meant to injure him, did he? I think he just tried to foul him, didn't he? It was just, I don't think there was any intent I want to hurt him. But
the thing is, Gomez had fouled him a bit earlier on.
Son ran off back. Yeah, I don't think it was a case of I want to really seriously injure him. I think it was just
no.
Let's get him back. But
obviously
it was nasty.
Bernardo Silva. That's a flailing leg from Ben Davies. I don't know how that's not a free kick, but he's got away with that one. Spurs in the counter with Lucas Moura. Oh, he's got some pace as Lucas. Laporte in on him. Not strong enough in the tackle. I'm Eric Laporte. Zaid says, I hope he gets injured, but we need him for the Euros. That's very true.
Yeah.
If he wasn't playing for
League season.
Yeah, if he wasn't playing for England in the Euros, England won't score as many goals. Although Dominic Calvert-Lewin is a top player, and I think if Harry Kane does get injured, City are in good hands. Here's the foul on Bernardo Silva, which is a clear foul from Ben Davies if I've ever seen one. Just kicks him in the leg, takes Bernardo down, and somehow Paul Tierney doesn't see it. Bernardo can't believe it. Poor decision from the referee. Like we said, we're used to those against Spurs.
Used to them all the time, aren't we?
Well, yeah. Spurs more so than others, which is a surprise. Bernardo Silva, brilliant outside the boot pass to Sterling, who can't take a decent touch, but gives it to Gundogan. Gundogan on this left-hand side. Rodri brings the ball forward. Got a good dribble on him, Rodri, for a big man. He's actually, quite mobile on the ball. It's just off the ball. His mobility seems to let him down at times. Here's Rodri with the switch out to John Stones. Stones brings the ball forward for City. Miles out of his own half now. Great switch. Great switch to Raheem Sterling on the left-hand side. Andrew says the referee's blind. Well, it's a quality in the Premier League, and Zinchenko has a shot that goes into Rose Ed. You've got to have a quality in football, and that's why they've employed Paul Tierney. He's blind, but he's a referee, so. Though I think all the referees suffer from sort of eye impairment, don't they?
I don't think everyone's not annoyed with the decisions. It's the consistency of the decisions. I don't mind if you give that as a foul or whatever, great, but you've got to do it every week, haven't you? Oh, that's a handball, right? Well, it's a handball every week then, not 1 week it is, 1 week it isn't.
Well, Spurs are on the attack here over the halfway line. They played it out from the back from a goal kick brilliantly. City's press was sort of half attempt. Son's in lots of space if Lamela can find him. But City's press was not good enough to stop them from playing out from a goal kick.
No, they just
really wasn't
through us.
Luckily, Spurs haven't got the quality to score yet. But it feels like it's coming. They did really well to play out from that goal kick there. Dyer and Sanchez stood very, very close to Hugo Lloris. Oh, Son's lost it. Here's Cancelo looking for a nutmeg.
And Ndombele did really well.
And Ndombele, yeah, read that pretty easily. Here's Lamela. Højbjerg. Lamela again on the turn. Kane. Moura. That's a stupid pass by Kane into Moura. They can't blame Lucas Moura for that one. He absolutely smashed it at him about hip height.
I don't know what he expects him to do with that.
No, there's no way he could touch that. And City back in possession calmly once more. It's Alexander Zinchenko. Zaid says some refs have agenda against us. I'm not quite sure. You know what? For a while, you can always think they're against you. But I just think they're just incompetent.
Out of decisions.
I just think they're incompetent, aren't they?
Don't they?
Here's Gabriel Jesus. Sterling. Going into the box, Sterling. Ooh, taken down there. Nothing in it. Jesus this time. Up against Tanganga. Back to Sterling. Gundogan.
Shoot. Blimey neck.
No one willing to shoot for City. Here's Zinchenko. Down the line to Gundogan. Ooh! Kick on him by Højbjerg, who decides to give a bit of a roll himself to say it wasn't a penalty. But it very much could be. VAR should be involved here. The Spurs players... I mean, there's more Spurs players around the referee than...
Was he giving a penalty?
I'm not quite sure. The Spurs players crowding him here. Ooh, I'm not quite sure that is a penalty. I feel like Gundogan's... He's missed the drag back.
I don't know what the Spurs players are moaning at, though. Has he given a penalty?
Yeah, it's a penalty. It's a penalty.
What, they've given one? I think that'll get overturned. If you look, Gundogan actually steps on the back of Højbjerg's ankle.
I don't know. I think Højbjerg kicks him first.
I don't think there was any intent in it, but I don't.
Well, I think Højbjerg's going to sweep the ball. Gundogan's actually miscontrolled the ball, and it's going out for a goal kick. But
obviously,
Højbjerg's assuming the ball's there. He's then kicked Gundogan, and Gundogan's filling Højbjerg's ankle. I mean,
has he given a penalty?
I'm not quite sure. Where's Ederson? Is he walking up, Ederson?
No.
Oh my, Rodri's taking it.
So they have given a penalty then.
Ooh, Ederson's walking up the field though.
If they've has it been VAR?
Bernardo Silva's told Ederson to go back. Ederson came forward for the penalty, and Bernardo Silva said, "Go back to your goal. Let Ederson have it."
Has the VAR check finished? Are they just waiting for Højbjerg to get out of the way?
They've not even checked it. Rodri steps up for the penalty for Manchester City. I'm very surprised Ederson didn't take that. He came forward saying, I want it, and Bernardo Silva said, go back to the goal. Confusion here. VAR is not being shown.
Obviously, the check's finished then. I think they would just wait. Højbjerg's got to be out of the way, hasn't he? Because he was behind the goal, wasn't he?
What a killjoy Pep Guardiola is not letting Ederson take that one, and Bernardo as well. I heard De Bruyne, Rodri steps up. Oh, he scored! Whoa, that was a tight one. Manchester City 1, Spurs 0, a goal from a penalty spot. It's Rodri with the goal, but Lloris got fingertips on it.
I don't think that was a penalty then. I got a bit lucky there, but again, could Lloris have kept that out?
Oh, it's poor goalkeeping that. Hugo Lloris should be saving that penalty. Here it is again. You see here, watch.
No, he kicks thingy. I don't think that's a pen. I think they just ran into each other, haven't they?
Yeah.
I'd be annoyed if that got given against us. I'd be annoyed that got given because look, he stamps on the back of him, doesn't he? They're not intentionally, not intentionally, but he's kicked the back of him. I'd be annoyed if that got given against us.
Zaid says, let's go. Andrew says, yeah. Margaret Kern says, yes. And Julie says, excellent 1-0. Sneaky goal. It was a sneaky goal, really, to get that penalty. Dodgy decision. You win some, you lose some. Throughout time, City got a bit of a dodgy one against Spurs, because Spurs seem to always get, City have handballed it, even though they haven't even touched their hands. Twice now. And it happened at White Hart Lane this season, where it hit Gabriel Jesus' top of his shoulder, when the Premier League brought out this rule at the start of the season about it being the cuff of the sleeve. They decided to get rid of that when City scored a goal against Spurs. Here's Heung-min Son on the attack. Goal time was 22-26. Spurs have to come forward now, which is not going to be. It's going to be against Jose Mourinho's plan. And Rodri scored that. It was a good goal by Rodri, but Ederson wanted it, and I think that's the most interesting thing. If Rodri had missed that, if Rodri had missed that, would it be Ederson on it?
I don't know. I still think it's risky, innit?
Rodri, the poor tackle. Tanganga going forward. That is another dive here. Another dive from Spurs.
Stupid from Zinchenko, though. You know that they're going to go down, so why go near him? You know, he had 3 City players around him, though, didn't he? They were just going to take the ball off him.
He come across to Tanganga there, and Tanganga like a fish. It was like a dolphin, that, coming out of water and going back in, the way he sprung up and threw himself on the floor.
It was a bit soft.
I feel like the diving's getting worse in the Premier League at the moment. It feels like I'm seeing it every single day.
It was a bit soft, but there was no need for Zinchenko to even go near him, was there? Because he was just running the ball out. So it's just, you're giving the referee an option there. If you don't go near him, you don't give him the option to give the free kick, do you? Well,
Spurs have got a free kick. Son swings it in. Rodri clears. As far as Mora. Cancelo clears. City on the counter. Jesus up against Son. Fouled. Oh, nasty tackle from Eric Lamela. He'd be lucky if this is just a yellow card. And he looks in surprise. It's a nasty tackle, this, from Eric Lamela. What is he doing?
Could be red, this.
Very stupid from Eric Lamela. It's definitely a yellow card, but it could be more.
You'd think so.
Oof. 2 feet. Stood showing. He's just kicked his leg there. He's not even gone for the ball.
It could be. I don't think it's a red, is it? It don't look as bad, does it? It should be a yellow card.
Not even give him a yellow card. Not even give him a yellow card. Multaney's just encouraging Lamela to continue typical Eric Lamela fashion, his tackles. We know and if you go near Eric Lamela, he's another one. We'll roll about on the floor. Remember not that like Manchester United getting things going their way, but when him and Anthony Martial...
When Martial breathed on him and he went down holding his face and he got him sent out.
After he was the one that touched Martial first. Bit of a sneaky player is Eric Lamela. Zaid says, if we keep up this form, we're going to be favourites for the Champions League. Well, according to the bookies, City are favourites for the Champions League every season, but they never win it, do they? I don't know why they're favourites.
Different kettle of fish, isn't it?
Look at the space Look at the space for Phil Foden there. Andrew says, no card, ref for Spurs fans. Zaid says, we just need a finishing striker, Aguero, to get back in. Well, Aguero's on the bench today, so we could see Sergio later on in this game. He's going, though, isn't he? I don't know. At the end of the season. He's not signed a new contract, has he? Not yet, but I think he'll leave. Still waiting. I think he's got a lot of time. Depends how he comes back and impresses. Laporte, what a ball over to Foden. Into the hands of Lloris. Nearly got to Phil Foden there. Foden's gone back to the left-hand side now. It's Sterling on this right-hand side. But I think on Sergio Aguero, I think if he comes back and starts scoring goals, then they'll give him a new contract. But he's got to prove his fitness. I don't think he will do, though. I think his time might be up, to be honest. I think he's getting injured too often, isn't he? Here's Rodri. Big tackle on Jesus by Dyer. Jesus lost the ball a few times. Here's Lamela. Here's Kane. Oh, look at the space for Son. Kane runs into a group of City players. Yeah, that was poor by Kane. He had Son to the right of him. Unlike Harry Kane, not to find his player. Foden with a poor touch. That's unusual. Gives the ball straight back to Spurs. It's Lucas Moura. Again, surrounded by 3 City players. Well, Moura continued running there towards the City defence, and the referee gives a free kick. I'm not quite sure what for. Good job he did. He just beat all 3 of them, didn't Well, I can see the referee is already having a pretty poor game, if we're honest.
That was an odd decision.
Davinson Sanchez back to Dyer. Sterling was on the end of him there. Couldn't get to him. Davies. Son. Good football.
Oh, that's nice football.
Foul by. If he brings out his yellow card. If he brings out his yellow card for Bernardo Silva, this is a joke. The yellow card becomes out for Bernardo Silva. Well, listen up, Bernardo. You should have gone studs in and snapped his ankle like Eric Lamela did, because you wouldn't have got carded then. Oh, my word.
That's not... It's a foul, isn't it? But it's not a yellow card.
Why is Lamela's not a yellow card, but that one from Bernardo is?
That's ridiculous.
Referee is having an absolute blinder today, but not for either side. I don't know which shirt he's got on. He's got his West Ham and United shirt on. There's Lamela, Oibiag. Side says, thoughts and rumours about Klopp's being sacked by Liverpool won't happen. They won't sack him. Not a chance they'll sack him.
Why? There's no need to sack him, you know.
No.
They're having a bad season, but they're still fourth, aren't they?
Yeah. Let's wait till next year.
Yeah.
They'll spend some money into the summer and things will change, I think. Here's Harry Kane. Goes to play the ball forward. Zinchenko stops the long ball from Kane. Somebody get a foot in on him. Here's Sanchez. Back to Lloris. He'll go. Oh no, he goes to Dyer instead. Dyer brings it out from the back. Can he play a bit of a ball over the top here, Eric Dyer? Just keeps moving the ball forward on his left foot. It's a good pass into Son. Lays it off to Davies, who's lost the ball to Sterling. I thought it was a City throw. I don't know how it's been given to a Spurs throw, but it has. Andrew says totally biased referee. I'm not sure he's biased. I just think he's incompetent and he's a moron. But they happened. You tend to get them in the Premier League. I mean, is anyone actually surprised by this refereeing performance so far?
No.
I don't, because if you ask the Spurs fan, is he having a good game? He'd say no, because he's cost us a goal pretty much.
It's every week, isn't it?
Every single week. Here's Mora. IBX. Give it away. City on the counter. Jesus. Dyer. Big strong tackle. Got flattened himself though. Sterling. On that right side. Gundogan. Rodri. João Cancelo brings the ball forward up this right side. Sterling's made a good run. Oh, inside to Bernardo. Great one by Sterling. Bernardo Silva with a shot. He had Ilkay Gundogan in acres of space on the left-hand side. It was a good block, but maybe he should have given it there. Zaid says, I'm saying 3-1 City. Ref duff decisions, but to both sides, says Julian. Cited, but I could see us getting a clean sheet. We'll find out in the next 30 seconds because Spurs are on the attack. We saw, and that's a poor pass over to Harry Kane. City, look at Zinchenko making a run. Intent to score a goal here from City. To score a second one. Foden brings the ball forward. Foden into Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan. Foden. City continue to attack. Zinchenko. Gundogan. Takes the ball forward himself. Wide to Foden. No one in the box. Across to Gundogan. Good defending. From Eric Dyer. Gundogan, the only player with any intent to get into the box with that cross. Then Sterling was stood on the edge of the box as well on the right hand side. It was good defending from Eric Dyer. Yeah, we did a live on our second channel, the We Are City Extra channel. If you don't subscribe to that channel, then go ahead over onto it. We do other games, lives, other than the Manchester City games, of course. And Eric Dyer made a poor decision in the game against Liverpool that we were watching. A really poor one where he let the ball come across his keeper. Could we see that today from Dyer? But at the moment, he's playing pretty well for Tottenham Hotspur. Here's Stones bringing the ball out from the back for Spurs. Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Cancelo's making a really good run again. Can't find him. Bernardo wins a throw-in. Kane back there defending. Andrew says the ref should have gone to Specsavers. They might use this recording of this game in the next advert. And Dyer is a strong defender. Julie says Dyer, a strong defender, does his job well. He does. He's been playing well, Eric Dyer. But he's got a mistake in him, hasn't he? Here's Gabriel Jesus coming forward. Foul by Ndombele. And the referee usually gives yellow cards for them if you're in a blue shirt. But Ndombele wears a green shirt and no yellow card for him. As we wait now for City with a free kick chance to swing one in. It's Pep Guardiola giving instructions to his players. Ilkay Gundogan's going to take this free kick. And Gabriel Jesus, the only City player in the box at the moment. Although Rodri and Stones begin to maraud forward now.
About putting players forward because of that counter attack.
Yeah.
Got to be wary of it.
We know that's what Spurs' game's all about. Foden joins Gundogan for this set piece. Jose is giving directions to his defenders. Foden goes to swing it and he doesn't. It's Gundogan. It's a terrible cross from Ilkay Gundogan into the hands of Lloris. And off comes Spurs in the counter. Here's Lamela. Great touch by Eric Lamela. Dribbles it straight out of play. Back to City it goes with a throw in. Here's Rodri. Stones. A bit of a push in the box as well on that free kick there. Both, I think it was Moura and Stones went down. But nothing came from it. Rodri. Gundogan, back to Rodri. He leaves it for Zinchenko and here's Aymeric Laporte. City defended pretty solidly so far. They've sort of stepped off the Spurs players. Let them have a bit of a run at them. And it's a bit dangerous in case Spurs start shooting from range. And they've at the bar, of course, Spurs with Harry Kane. Here's Aymeric Laporte. Into
pass.
Gundogan. That's a foul in by Højbjerg. I think Højbjerg, no complaints from in there.
No.
Clear kick on Ilkay Gundogan's boot. Another chance for a set piece, but City not looking pretty dangerous from these set pieces. Diaz apparently Diaz had a fever before the game, which is why he's on the bench. Yeah, apparently Diaz did not train last week. That is hence why he does not play today.
Yeah, well, he needs a rest anyway, doesn't he? So.
Yeah, big miss, but like you said, rested for the Swansea game, of course, because he was ill-rested for today. Hopefully he's back for the next one. Gundogan plays this one short. Zinchenko. Wide. Cleared away. That wasn't a great pass for Alexander Zinchenko. City not looking dangerous from set pieces. Look, you know, like they haven't got many ideas at the moment.
We've not really looked dangerous all game, have we? We've not created anything again, have we? You know, it just obviously, I know we're winning because we've got the penalty, but we've not had any other clear-cut chances yet.
Here's Cancelo. Great little flick back to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo goes past Son with ease. Off he goes, the right winger. Cuts back inside on his left foot. Swings it to the back post. Tanganga away. Zinchenko will collect. But it's not. It's Gundogan. Gets his body in the way. Lamela there. Just sort of go at Lamela because he will foul you. He can't help himself. No intention ever to play the ball. Here's Foden on the left-hand side. Gundogan. Good defending from Ndombele. But what a turn by Gundogan there. Swift. Goes back to Rodri. Spurs defending very well. Defending in numbers. Even Harry Kane getting back. Rodri. He's going past many here. Cancelo. Think over the top to Sterling. Across the box. Not handball, Raheem Sterling. About 1 yard away from Ben Davies there. He's never getting a handball for that. I think the hands were by Ben Davies' side as well. We'll see it here again. No. He's not getting that.
I think it hit his knee, didn't it?
No, it did hit his hand. Clear it of his hand, but a yard away from him.
It shouldn't be a penalty, should it?
Cancelo, a little nutmeg on Son, and off he goes past him. Davis tackles. City could throw in. João Cancelo loves a nutmeg, doesn't he? I mean, to me, what it shows is, you know, these players from the other leagues, from, you know, a young age, from the youth teams they play, and they're being taught to play it out from the back, to always try and dribble past players. And that's why you see defenders of such technical quality. Whereas over here, we don't seem to have that. And we prefer to have the players, you know, centre-backs lumping it long. It's changed in recent years, but of course it's going to take a few years before those players start to come through. Stones with poor pass there to Tanganga, but he just aimlessly clears it away, no intention to play the ball anywhere. Bernardo Silva picks it up. Gundogan. Poor touch, but it's fine. Wide to Foden. Across the box, deflected behind for a corner to City.
Oh, it's one-way traffic at the moment, isn't it? But it's just got to watch that counter-attack.
And this is the way we expected the game to go. And I think Spurs, until maybe 3-0, will always back themselves in this game. Definitely a 1-0 to get back in this. You know, they know that City, they will be there ready to pounce on it on the mistake by the defence. Foden swings this corner in. Oh, Kane clears. Poor corner by Phil Foden. I don't know if it's a poor corner. It wasn't that bad of a cross, but it's just no one in that position he crossed it to.
No attacking it.
Rodri. Oh, back to Foden doesn't quite work. Gundogan does well. Bernardo swings one in. Knocked away by Dyer. You're not getting a free kick for that, Eric Dyer. Just throwing yourself on the floor in your own box. Jesus with a big tackle on Lamela. Gets the ball. Lamela then fouls Gabriel Jesus. It will be a free kick, Eric Lamela. And you're still not getting a yellow card. He asks how. Well, as he kicked Gabriel Jesus, he then wonders why it's a free kick. I don't know how he's not been booked yet, Eric Lamela. No, that was a nasty tackle from Jesus. He got away with that.
No, I don't think that was a foul.
Wasn't much in it, was it? Looked like he kicked his ankles. You deserve it, Eric Lamela. You deserve the yellow card for the first tackle.
I can understand why he's complaining, though, because Jesus should just nasty tackle and not even giving a foul, is it?
Well, he's saying it's between Jesus and Lamela. Well, Lamela put the tackle in on Jesus in the first place, didn't he? If Jesus is going to retaliate, ask Eric Lamela why.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who made the first unnecessarily stupid tackle that could have, went straight for his legs. I hope Jesus does another one on him. Gets a yellow card. Look at him he's just hit Gabriel Jesus over the head here, Eric Lamela. He's an idiot. He does this all the time. All the time he does this. Just book him, ref.
Trying to calm him down.
Just give him a yellow card, Tierney, or you will keep doing it. I hate referees for this. If you book him on the first opportunity, he won't do it again. You wait to the 90th minute when he, snaps someone's ankle and then gives him the yellow card. Just book him now and stop him from doing it. He's not marking Jesus. He's an idiot. He does it. But how many times do we see this from Eric Lamela? Yeah. Surely as a Spurs fan, you start to get really frustrated with him. How much of a moron he is. Because he's doing it again. What's the point of
sent off this game, I reckon.
Putting his hand around his... It's still no card. Julie says, why no yellow? Andrew says, still no card. You ask Paul Tierney. Eric Lamela just cannot get booked at the moment.
Give a free kick to Tottenham.
I don't know how he's not been booked for this, because it's going on and on. But the thing is, you'll make a nasty tackle that isn't just quite a red, but it's on the verge of it, and it would have been a second yellow card. He'll wait for it. He'll do it. They just don't. Why not cut it out? And these referees who say, "Oh, the players disrespect me. They don't respect me," because you've got no authority. Yeah. You've got no authority because you haven't got the bottle to just give him a yellow card when he deserves it. Lamela gives it back to Højbjerg here. Sanchez. Lloris back to Davinson Sanchez. And he just passes it straight out of play. Oh, it comes off. Foden did it. Well, where's he taking this throw-in from, Tanguy and Dombele? Well, I don't know. Hey, do you want to get any closer to the halfway line? This went out between the halfway line and the byline. He's taking it from the halfway line here. This referee has absolutely no control over this game. Absolutely none. I've just noticed we've gone up to 542 subscribers. Thank you very much to whoever added that one subscriber. Please get your friends. Anyone to subscribe. Let's try and hit that 1,000 subscribers. We're way off yet, but I think we can do it. And if you don't follow our Twitter, it's WeAreCityMCFC. And if you don't follow our Instagram, it's at WeAreCity_MCFC. You can't forget that. Here's Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Terrible pass from Rodri. Straight to Son. Bernardo Silva working hard. Gundogan worked hard then. Bernardo Silva wide to Sterling. Can Sterling do anything? No, he just passes it to João Cancelo and expects him to create something for City. Bernardo Silva on the ball. Back to Aymeric Laporte. Andrew says ref incompetent. Julie says we'll end up with a straight ready foot provoked. He won't, because Paul Tierney's the ref. Here's Laporte, Gundogan. Brings the ball forward. Zinchenko. City struggling to string a few passes together at the moment without overhitting a few. Still better than Spurs though. Here's Stones. Bernardo Silva. He comes inside from the sort of right back position now. Into Rodri. Another poor pass in behind Zinchenko, which sends Zinchenko backwards. But his pass goes forward. Gundogan. Good pressing from Højbjerg. And Laporte, what is he doing? John Stones tidies that up for Aymeric Laporte. Think himself lucky there because he nearly give it away 2-on-1 with the Spurs players. Wide by Stones to Sterling. Can he take a man on? Raheem Sterling. He can't. Cancelo in behind. Sterling surely quicker than Ben Davies. He is quicker than Ben Davies. Arms all over Sterling. Ilkay Gundogan, what a block! Jesus! Oh, over the bar, Gabriel Jesus.
Great block.
Was.
That was.
Going in from Gundogan. Nearly got his 10th of the season. What a ball from Cancelo. Sterling does really well. Knocks it past Davies with ease. Pulls it back to Gundogan.
Good
Davies.
block.
Sanchez saves him there, and then Jesus.
Did it hit the bar?
He was doing the limbo, Jesus. He got behind that, underneath that so much. Lent back.
I think Jesus hit the bar, you know.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Tips the top of the crossbar. Tries to put it in the top corner. Son running back to his own goal here. We've missed a bit of play because you know what Sky are like. Tanganga, poor header, gets away with it. More hungry for the ball than Phil Foden was. Lamela. Wide to Son. Spurs on the attack. 43 minutes nearly played now. Spurs will be looking to nick one before half time. Julie says Spurs did well to block that shot. Yeah, it was a fantastic Block from the Colombian Davinson Sanchez. Spurs fans sort of fell out with him in recent times, haven't they? He's fallen out of favour with Jose Mourinho, but I think injuries, I don't know. I assume Alderweireld is not he's injured in some way.
I presume so, yeah.
Because I'm surprised he isn't playing. Although he does lack a bit of pace, maybe, compared to Sanchez, and maybe that's why Mourinho has put Davinson Sanchez in there. Is Eric Dyer, who's moved up into midfield now to play a lovely sweeping ball, but it's poor. Cancelo, the absolute class of João Cancelo there. His first touch is magical. Here's Zinchenko, cuts it back. Rodri. Surely there's a switch on for City here, down the right-hand side. Cancelo in the centre circle now. He brings it forward. Good pass out to Phil Foden. Can City make it 2 before half-time? That'll make it a very difficult second half for Spurs. Foden, he's not had a good game, Phil Foden.
He's not.
Weak on the ball, give it away a few times. Luckily for City, Spurs could not pass forward. City back in possession again. Lamela gives it away. Here is Raheem Sterling. Foden. Stones brings the ball forward from the back. A great ball playing centre half is John Stones, and probably the first name on the team sheet in the England defence at the moment on current form.
Yeah, on current form, yeah, definitely.
I don't think there's anyone else in there. Arnold's not playing well, is he? Wan-Bissaka's not playing particularly well. I mean, Harry Maguire. Just say his name and everyone thinks, ooh, not him.
Be in the team.
Yeah, he'll still get in the team, won't he?
And Chilwell will still get in the team, even though he's playing crap at the moment.
Yep. A few of them. Oh, great play by City. Oh, Jesus with a little nutmeg on Sanchez as he went to play the ball back to Gundogan. Didn't quite work. And Zinchenko just hits it up and straight to Harry Kane.
Great touch from Kane.
Little push on Son there by Rodri. Good pressure. And Son has to... I mean, a few times Son's gotten the ball. The only time he's got to run is back towards his own goal. He's not actually made a run forward yet. And Ndombele loses the ball here to Foden. Makes a free kick on Tanguy Ndombele. Lost the ball and chucked himself to the floor. Højbjerg, great pass. Lamela on turn. In behind to Son. Well played, Ederson. City are going to need Ederson doing that today if they get in behind, because I just don't back Laporte to be pacey enough to keep up with them or John Stones. Here's Cancelo on the attack. Højbjerg, nasty foul. Cancelo keeps going. Try to slow down the game there. João Cancelo on his left foot, like he does, tries to put one in the top corner. And it's worked once against West Brom. But not since, and he puts that into the top.
Unlucky. Good one.
Of the stands. 1 minute added time and 30 seconds have already been played. And City look like they're going to be going in at half-time with a 1-goal lead from the penalty spot. Rodri, the defensive midfielder. And we will be having a celebrity special guest on at half-time. If you're new to the channel, you won't know him. If you're not, you will know him. He's here regularly. Gareth Bale there warming up.
Bring him on.
Well, he's been saying that he wants to leave, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I don't think Spurs will be extending his loan. Here's Sterling. Great footwork. Fouled by Højbjerg once again. And that is half-time. Manchester City 1. Tottenham Hotspur 0. Spurs have been quiet, but Kane has hit the bar from a free kick early in the half. City have been the better side by far. Spurs just looking to hit them on the counter. We will be back in a very short amount of time for a little half-time talk from Mr. Kent Lane. And then we'll be back for the second half. Hang in, we'll be back shortly.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, something to say. You should hear it all.
Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel. It's half time, and it's our special guest, who comes on and gives us a little half time update. He lets us know how he feels about the first half, when we can trust his opinions. We hope so anyway. It's the half time talk with Mr. Kent Lane. Welcome, Kent.
Thank you very much. You can always trust my opinions. You can trust me with anything, to be fair. Although, not a lot of things, actually. Well, City, I mean, they started off as they normally start off, really, stretching the defence with our wide players. We had the majority of the possession, and starting to create quite a few chances. It looks like Spurs are going to try and hit us on the break. Really, I think we've managed to keep down their attack, really, by. I think they've just maybe had the one shot on goal, as far as I remember, and that was Harry Kane's free kick. Have they had? I can't remember another one that stands out in my memory anyway. So to be fair, they're not playing like a typical Mourinho team. They haven't parked the bus, but they've not particularly come out and been the team that scored 4 goals against Everton the other night. So their attack seems to have been a little bit nullified by our defence and our midfield, and the fact that we're attacking a lot, and that's keeping them busy, really. Did notice before the match, it's a cold match up there. Did notice it's trying to snow as well, just a few flakes coming down. I saw Kyle Walker, who's not playing at the moment, with a hot water bottle in the tunnel there. So he's obviously feeling the cold. He always likes to keep something warm with him in bed as well, so because he does get a bit chilly on his own. And let's hope we see more of his shots on goal if he does come on. Is he on the subs bench? I can't remember.
Yeah, Kyle's on the bench.
Yeah. One of our best strikers, as evidenced by the last game. I've not been impressed with Phil Foden today. No. Not done a lot. Lost the ball once or twice. Not been as creative as he normally is. So I think today he's having a bit of a bad, not as good a day at the office as he normally does. It's as though we've come into the office having been out on a bit of a bender the night before, and and we're not quite performing and filing away those files in the right order. And that's what Phil's doing today. He's not giving us his normal game. Half-time might change that. So who can we look forward to that if so. Lucas Moura, well, he's more or less out of the game half the time. He's been properly marked. He's been marked out of the game, and he's not being his usual creative self again. So there's 1 or 2 players who aren't performing to the best of abilities there today. And even I don't think City have been on the absolute best scintillating form, but they're still creating. I've just found myself just saying, shoot, for heaven's sake, shoot, because a lot of the time it's the shooting opportunities and they're not taking them, and they're passing again and they're looking for another pass, and it gets a little bit too complicated at times. I saw Gareth Bale in the stand. He looks fed up, to be honest. Obviously, he's had a bit of a disagreement about his fitness with Mourinho on social media there, and so I don't think he's enjoying his return to Spurs currently. So he needs to get some game time, and that'll improve his mood, I'm sure. He's still sporting his bun though in the back there, which could be hiding all sorts of thinness. The penalty, well, we managed to get a penalty. It took us a while to think of who should take the penalty. I saw Ederson coming up to at least the halfway line, thinking it might be his turn. But what was your view on the penalty there?
I don't think it was a penalty. If you watch it on second view, Gundogan fouls him first, then he kicks Gundogan. So I didn't think it was a penalty. I think City got a bit lucky with that one.
It's funny, isn't it? I mean, we've got VAR obviously looking at it, and they didn't feel that there was a clear and obvious error. But however, I think if the ref had given it the other way, I think VAR wouldn't have intervened then either. So
no, exactly.
it was very, because he sort of Gundo, his leg came out a little bit, and then it got sort of trapped between the legs of the defender there. So I can see why it was given, and I could see why it wouldn't be given. So I think we've been a little bit fortunate there. Mr. Whippy, as he's called. I've only found out yesterday why he's called Mr. Whippy. It's not some BDSM thing. So pleased to hear that about him. Son's not been up to his usual tricks. Son. I bet his dad's actually got Son on the back of his shirt that he wears. But he can be dangerous at times. But him and Kane haven't been linking up in the way that they can do, and with Moura as well. So I think Mourinho won't be too happy with how his team are playing, but he'll be quite pleased to only be going in 1-0 and down. And I think the penalty, it wasn't a good penalty, was it? It was quite a reasonably weak kick, and the keeper had a full hand on it. And if he'd have used both hands, he'd have saved that easily.
Roger should have give it Ederson, I think. Just let Ederson. Everyone keeps going on about how Ederson's good at penalties and he's so good at them. Just let him have it. Just give him a go.
But what happens if he misses and it's saved or it hits the woodwork and comes out? There's no goalkeeper in goal.
Yeah, but apparently he doesn't miss.
Yeah, well, we had that with Balotelli, didn't we? If you remember,
yeah, exactly.
Every time Balotelli rocked up for a penalty, we knew he was going to score. There's just that danger, isn't there, that it doesn't go in and then we get ripped wide open. There's been quite a few tasty fouls by the Spurs players on.
Yeah, I was going to say about what do you think of the refereeing performance today? Because I think it's not just me. People in the chat, I suppose a lot of City fans will be saying he's been terrible today. The ref, yet he's the one who's pretty much gifted City a goal, hasn't he? But he's been terrible for both sides.
He's missed quite a few incidents, and he's not controlled all the incidents well. I thought Lamela and Jesus, what was going on there? I mean, Jesus seemed to do a little bit of almost a little scissor on Lamela to win the ball, and Lamela wasn't happy about that because he brought Jesus down, and then the verbals started because Jesus got the free kick, and Lamela just went on and on and on. You could see as they walked back to the penalty area, and then he sort of threw his arm around and over the top of Jesus' head and sort of brushed the top of his head. And the ref should have been booking him there because he'd already warned him.
He'd already done that sliding tackle at the start as well. That was, it could have been a red card on some days. I just don't get it.
I wouldn't have been complaining if that was a red, even if I was a Spurs fan.
Yeah.
Because the danger in that tackle with his foot up, studs up, sliding in, and then his back leg scissored his legs from under him. He couldn't have really complained if that would have been a red. And I think if the ref would have given a red, I don't think VAR would have overturned that. They might have said, just go and have a look at it, but I'm not sure there was enough to overturn it. So I was surprised it was only a yellow. But Lamela's done quite a few little niggly ones, as well as some of the other players.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that's a measure, really, of the worry that they've got, because they're not playing the usual flowing game when they're at the best. They're more into fouling us and trying to break up our game.
Yeah.
Which is a mark of, how much they know there is a bit of a gap between us. I think, Lamela will be lucky to stay on the pitch, I think.
A lot of people have predicted the red card for him. And just before you go, Kent, what is your score prediction? How is the game going to end? You've had 45 minutes to sort of judge the way the game's going. Of course, everything could change in the second half, but what is your score prediction for the second half?
I actually think City are going to win, and I think they're going to score again. I don't know if Spurs will score, so I'll go 2 or 3-0 to City if I can have 2 goals at that.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if that happens.
I'm slightly wrong. We'll add it together and 5-0 to City.
5-0, okay.
It's not often I'm wrong. You can trust me.
Big predictions from Kent's Lane there. And if you don't know much about Kent, then you can watch one of his radio shows in the link in the description of this video. Thank you very much for having you, Kent, and we'll see you next time.
It was a pleasure. Speak to you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I've got something to say, you should hear it all. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Hello and welcome back for the second half. Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur. City had a pretty good first half, and it's a Rodri penalty to give City a 1-0 lead. If anyone missed out on that, Mr. Hannibal is in the chat now. He said, did we play good? Yes, we did. Reasonably good. He missed the first half. City playing great. Fortnite Kid said yes and let him know. Hi, good to have you, Fortnite Kid. And a bit of interesting news here from the substitutions bench for Tottenham Hotspur. It's oncoming Musa Sissoko. I'm not quite sure who he's coming on for. It is Lucas Moura. So Moura was pretty non-existent, wasn't he, in that first half? Off he comes.
Strange substitution.
Defensive substitution.
Yeah, I think they were getting a bit outmanned in midfield as well, weren't they?
Yeah, so
that's why they've gone for a 4-3-3 now.
I think Ndombele will move into a more attacking position. Well, the second half is about to kick off. We're just waiting. And it is underway. Jesus looked like he fouled then. As he was going to fall as he took that kick then. Very odd. Fouled, yes. That's it. Walked, runned. I runned to the shop. And Sterling's about to run down the wing now. Please give it away. Here's Heung-min Son. Back they go. Tottenham Hotspur to Eric Dyer. City should be seeing this game out now. They've got a big opportunity, these players, to go even further ahead in the Premier League table. Oh, Heung-min Son, thou's in here. Stone's trying to stop him. Son's still going. The first time, I think Son's ran in a forward direction. Put a bit of crowd audio on for ambience there for you guys sat at home. Sissoko. Good pass out to Davies. Davies on the wing. Spurs immediately look much more offensively poised compared to the first half. Here's Davinson Sanchez. Brings the ball forward for Tottenham Hotspur. And Ndombele. Back to Sanchez. I think Spurs might start to cause City quite a few problems in the second half, might they?
Yeah, I think now they've sort of packed the midfield out with an extra man, haven't they, as well? It'll be a bit more even, won't it? But we just need to sort of weather the storm for the next few minutes, I think.
If you think about how City play, you've got already Bernardo, Gundogan and Bernardo Silva and Rodri, through the middle. Then you've got Foden, who likes to drift inside as well. So now you've got 4 midfielders in there, and you've got João Cancelo from right back drifting into the midfield.
Yeah.
That's 5 midfielders in there, and Jesus dropping deep. Before you know it, there's 6 midfielders. You're playing up against your one in Højbjerg, really, because and Ndombele was more of an attacking player as well.
Yeah.
So Spurs with Mourinho have changed things around slightly in an attempt to get back into this game, and they've got plenty of chances to. Currently 1-0 to City, 47 minutes played, but there's definitely time for Spurs to get in this game. Here's Lamela, picks up the ball, bursts away from Rodri. Rodri not quick enough. Lamela plays a good ball, and Zinchenko. Good defending, Alexander Zinchenko. I'd be very surprised if we don't see the likes of maybe Bergwijn come on for Spurs at some point. Bit of a runner in behind. Foden there, just hits him on the head as it come down. Nearly knocked it into the path of Gabriel Jesus. A shame it wasn't in the box, that, because if he scored there, that would have been one of the best assists I've ever seen from Foden as the ball just dropped on his head. Rodri with a good tackle. Zinchenko in there. Good flip by Zinchenko. That was smart. And here's Rodri. Wide to João Cancelo. Can he bring it forward from the right-back position into Raheem Sterling? Cancelo again. Rodri. City at walking pace at the moment. Spurs without any intention to try and close City down. Oh, Son's leading a bit of a press now. Kane's not done a lot of running, has he? You were thinking he'd do a bit of, a bit of defensive work, try to close City down, win the ball back in high positions. He hasn't done that. Foden up against Tanganga here. Foden's lost out the battle against Jeffrey Tanganga. And Phil Foden might have to come off. Kent himself, he said at half-time that he don't think Foden's been great today.
He's not had a great game, has he? But, he's been really good all season, hasn't he? So. Yeah,
I think the problem is if he comes off, Riyad Mahrez is coming on.
Yeah.
So, it's just... Depends which Mahrez turns up as well. That has to be said.
Yeah, it does.
If the Mahrez that is the Algerian Messi turns up, which he does sometimes, he's unstoppable, but you just don't know Riyad Mahrez. Here's Bernardo Silva, wide to Sterling on this right-hand side. Sterling on the attack against Davies. Surely he beats Davies. He does beat Davies. On his left foot, step over. Sterling! Oh, he's gone too far. We're trying to go across the whole box there, Sterling. Didn't want to shoot on his left foot, did he?
No,
inside here into Gundogan. Gundogan! Oh, what a goal!
Shocking goalkeeping.
Lloris has done it again. I told you before the game, this Frenchman's dodgy. He was rubbish for the penalty. He's rubbish for that goal. Ilkay Gundogan with his 10th of the season. Sterling with a great pass into Gundogan. He takes it on the outside of his left boot inside the box. Well, we'll start from initially Sterling running straight across from the right-hand side, across the whole box, pass it to Foden. Foden looks to shoot. He goes back to Gundogan. Gundogan gives it to Sterling. Looks like he's going to shoot on his right foot. Slides in Gundogan brilliantly on his left foot. Oh, he's put it through. Hugo Lloris.
Goalkeeping. Should have saved
Hugo
that.
Lloris. That's even worse the more you watch that from Hugo Lloris. The shot from Gundogan is sort of a toe poke at Lloris, and somehow he manages to roll it off his foot into his hand and into the back of the net. Julie says Sterling did really well to keep the ball. He did. Great play from Sterling, a great assist, and Ilkay Gundogan makes it 2-0 Manchester City. And Hugo Lloris has to look at himself there.
Dropped a howler there.
Gundogan scored 10 goals this season. In previous seasons, he scored 2, 6, 4 and 3. In the previous 4 seasons, 10 this season.
He's been good, hasn't he? Been really good.
Only 5 goals away from his whole tally at City.
Yeah.
Højbjerg trying to rile up the troops here. Bit of shouting at Eric Dyer. It doesn't matter what you do, Emil Højbjerg, because if City get a shot on target, the chances are it's going in. Andrew, I was shouting shoot to Sterling. What do I know? Pass to Ilkay and a goal. Yeah, it was a very good pass from Sterling. I think he could have shot the first time, couldn't he, on his left foot, but he's not confident on his left foot. And City a bit more comfortable now with a 2-0 lead over Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, I think it's game over now, isn't it?
We'll see how Spurs react, though, because if they get a goal, they're right back in this game. It's Heung-min Son. Good tackle, and it's off Son behind for a goal kick. Son has been non-existent, hasn't he? I think the whole Spurs attack has been really poor.
Yeah, they've not done anything.
Gundogan here, we'll see it again. Sterling finds him at Gundogan again. The intent to get in the box from a midfielder.
It's poor goalkeeping, don't it?
I'd be very disappointed if Edison got beat from there like that.
He should have saved that. It's not as if he's blasted it into the top corner, is it? He just rolled it at him. He's like past him.
Just toe pokes at him. He always has a howler against City, Lloris. You just got to shoot on target. Stones could switch a play to Alexander Zinchenko. Touchdown to Gundogan. Foden gives the ball away again. Phil Foden then gets smashed in the face. Mourinho throws his hand in the air. You stood next to it, Jose. You saw the arm in the face of Foden.
I think it was the ball. I think the ball hit him in the face, yeah.
I think Foden needs to come off.
Pushed over then. Yeah, he's not been great, Foden, has he? But he's been good, hasn't he, like we said. So
yeah, it's his first bad game, but bad games happen.
They've not got another keeper.
Here comes Ben Davies. Eric Dyer. Into Højbjerg. Sissoko, that's a foul by Laporte. Stupid by Aaron Laporte. And of course, if Spurs do want to take off Hugo Lloris, I think it's Joe Hart on the bench.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Even worse. So I think I'll keep Lloris in. Joe Hart in his time. Top goalkeeper, Joe Hart, but he really did fall off a cliff in terms of his ability, didn't he? I don't know how or why.
Because he couldn't concentrate, could he? He was all right if he was in games, wasn't he? But when he was not been in the game and then he has to make a save, he wasn't capable of doing.
Well, his fellow current Spurs teammate, Gareth Bale, he's the one that sort of finished Joe Hart's career, wasn't he, at Euro 2016 against Wales when he scored them 2 free kicks.
Yeah, from 40 yards out and it dribbled in.
And then it happened against Iceland as well, and that was it for Joe Hart. Came back to City in the summer of 2016, was met by his new manager, his new head coach, Pep Guardiola, and he was told to get packing.
Never seen again.
Off to Torino. Yeah, lots of Torino on loan first, Burnley. West Ham he went on loan to the season after.
He was
not really worked
Burnley
out for him.
well.
Yeah, he was. Is Zinchenko. Back to Stones. But a City legend, no doubt, Joe Hart. City wouldn't have won the titles they did without Joe Hart.
No.
But it was a shame, really, because I did think he was a good goalkeeper. It just seemed to just all start working for him, didn't it? Obviously, he's not a keeper that's good on the ball either, which doesn't help.
It was his time
sort
to
of
go,
modern
wasn't
style. Yeah. Didn't fit the modern style of goalkeeper for Guardiola. And that was Claudio Bravo. The only problem with Bravo was if Joe Hart couldn't concentrate for moments of a game, Bravo couldn't concentrate for all of the game.
Joe Hart, Bravo was great with his feet, but rubbish with his hands.
He was a hologram, weren't he, in goal?
Yeah.
Everything went through. And then when he became second choice keeper, he became very good, penalty specialist in cup games.
Yeah.
And people sort of, when he left, was a bit like, I didn't want Bravo to leave, really. But I think he deserved to be first choice somewhere. He'd start getting his confidence back. I think Bravo's massive problem was that everyone sort of lost confidence with him. And I remember, at home games, if he made just a simple save, people would get up and applaud him. It just became sarcastic, and I think his confidence was shot at that point because
he wasn't good enough, was he?
He didn't feel trusted, did he? Here's Spurs in the attack, though. Ben Davies. Into Sissoko. He goes backwards. How many times have Spurs gone backwards? Sanchez. Although the centre-backs are pushing forward. To me, it seems like Spurs don't really have a creative player other than Harry Kane.
No.
And you need him in the box as well. Son's becoming more central here, trying to pick up the ball. He's drifted wide, though, here. Good movement by Son. But once again, he's not going to make a run forward. He's running backwards towards his own goal. And backwards, he passes the ball to Højbjerg. Had a very good game in midfield, I think, Højbjerg.
Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he?
Give away the penalty, which is a bit unlucky. Son swings one in. There's absolutely no Spurs players in the box. It just falls to the hands of Ederson. Here's João Cancelo. Rodri. Cancelo once more. Brings the ball forward. Oh, unlucky João. Tries to take on a few many players there. Too many. Ndombele. Højbjerg. Davinson Sanchez. Made plenty of appearances for Spurs in previous seasons. Like we said, this season not been the favourite, but he's starting to get picked once again. Don't know what Eric Dyer's doing here. Pep's getting the team to press here because Sanchez and Dyer cannot pass the ball out from the back. And I'm very surprised Sanchez fit in that sort of Ajax system. Ajax are a team notorious for playing the ball out from the back. And, years before when Sanchez was there, he doesn't seem to be able to do it at the moment.
So we had alongside him in it as well. He had Delict alongside him, didn't he?
Well, I don't know. Who was it? Was it Delict or was it Blind?
Yeah, it's either. They're both good, aren't they? Blind's good at cleaning people's mistakes up. So,
because I think that may have just been a little bit too early for Delict, because I think he was only 18 the year when they were in the Champions League. I think it was Blind or Veltman maybe, who's now at Brighton. Here's Gundogan back to Laporte. Stones brings the ball forward. Over the halfway line comes John Stones. Looking for a pass, does find one in Raheem Sterling. Good play from Sterling. Great play. Sterling's looking better once again. He still moves strangely though. Here's Foden. Space on the left-hand side, Phil Foden. Cuts back in on his right foot. There's a push in him from Tanganga there, but Foden, you've got to be a bit stronger than that. This is what you're going to get.
A pen for that.
No. Zinchenko across. Great win from Alexander Zinchenko. Lamella's going to crunch you. Didn't get the chance to. Zinchenko passed it. Lamella was looking for it. Rodri. Gundogan. Zinchenko. City just playing a little triangles now. Brilliant football. Back to Rodri. Zinchenko, Rodri and Gundogan have recycled the ball between them about 4 times there. Lamella stood in the middle of it. Sterling, he's looking good on this right-hand side. I think the problem is with him on his right-hand side, he can't cut in on his left and shoot. He hasn't got that left foot. He needs to go on the outside. But at the same time, on the left-hand side, he's one-dimensional. He only wants to go on the inside. So on the right-hand side, at least he can go both ways. He's Sterling up against Ben Davies. Oh, paces him. That's a good cross into Foden. Cuts it back to Gundogan. Can't get his foot round it. Okay, Gundogan nearly got his foot round it. Rodri, oh, he's lost out to Ndombele. Here's Harry Kane. At least he's not quick. Up against Stones. Oh, great footwork from Kane. Past Stones with ease. Kane, that's brilliant ball. Ndombele, footwork, shoots and into the hands.
Good block.
I think it was Stones, wasn't it? Great play from John Stones. Wonderful centre-back play. Could be the captain for England, Stones.
Potentially.
Probably Kane, won't it? I'm not sure they understand what he's saying when he speaks to him, though. He's Gabriel Jesus on the wing. Into Zinchenko. Bernardo Silva, through the middle. Gabriel, no it's not. Jesus is, I don't know where Jesus is, he's just through the middle there. It's Cancelo. City just quietly passing the ball around here.
Look like they're giving up Tottenham, don't they?
They do. Gundogan's made a great run. Foden finds him. Gundogan across the box to Jesus. Can't get there. And a flailing leg from Bernardo Silva didn't quite work. Here's Lamella.
It's poor from Zinchenko.
Yeah, someone needs to put a big tackle in there at Lamella. They won't do. Stones gives him a bit of a push. Luckily, Lamella just has to go backwards, though. They seem to have no creativity, do they, Spurs?
No, I think I don't know if they're frightened of trying stuff. It looks like, don't it? They're not putting any many risky passes through, are they?
I think they do really miss Giovanni Lo Celso. He was the sort of creative force in that Spurs. They started to really work for Mourinho's side. You know, not notoriously a sort of player that works for Mourinho, a creative player like that. Tends to get rid of him, doesn't he? But Lo Celso, I mean, they've got Dele Alli surely as well. You think Alli get on? What a ball by Dyer, and Zinchenko deals it really well back to Ederson.
Don't like him, does he?
Dele Alli, no.
No, don't like him.
He's another one, Ali, though. He's notoriously a poor trainer, isn't he, Dele Alli? But I suppose, as a manager, you let it slide if they turn up on the pitch. You know, like Aguero. Aguero's known to be a very poor trainer, doesn't turn up in training, turns up late, walks around, but he does it on the pitch, doesn't he? So people tend not to be bothered when they do that.
Dele Alli doesn't do it on the pitch, does he?
No, not anymore.
That's the issue, isn't it? That's the issue.
I mean, if Lionel Messi, was walking in training, I wouldn't be bothered as long as he did the usual stuff in the game.
Yeah, but you would, wouldn't you? Because it's the attitude that it's setting for everyone else, isn't it?
I suppose.
You can't.
Yeah, but no one's as good as them, are
everyone else. No, I know, but it's not the point, is it? You're looking at it. You got to look at it as the young lads going, "Oh well, I'll just walk in and do what I want then, no matter how good I am." And it doesn't give that. It's not a good sort of impression, is it? But Dele Alli doesn't even do it on the pitch, so. He's not consistent enough. No, he's Sterling. Oh, he's just really running past it. Davis has been sat down from Sterling once again, and Sterling just tried to go back on his right foot, needed it back on his left, really. Should have come inside there. Just moments before that, João Cancelo took a ball down absolutely incredibly. Just balanced it on his foot. Great stuff, and Bernardo gives it back to Laporte. City controlling this game with ease at the moment. Yeah, just need to see this out now. Yeah, and the big test will be Everton then on, is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday night. Of course, if you want to watch the City versus Everton game, it will be on the TV and we will be here doing our live alternative commentary, as always, for the City versus Everton game on Wednesday night, which is City's game in hand, in fact. Yeah, I'm about level then. And who do United play this weekend? We don't. This weekend or this week? Yeah.
this weekend, is
this
it? Or
weekend they play
Monday they play?
They play West Brom. No, they play West Brom tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
Play West Brom tomorrow, and then the Europa League on Thursday.
Oh yeah, which will be live on the second channel. So if you enjoy a bit of Europa League action, Manchester United versus Sociedad, a chance maybe to see David Silva play.
Playing it in Turin.
Yeah. And City playing in Budapest. Here's a ball over by Cancelo, deflected away for their game against Mönchengladbach. Of course, City played in Hungary. Kane is looking very isolated up the top here for Spurs. He's not getting a touch of the ball at all. And every time that ball comes forward, they're not passing it into the channels to him. And I mean, he's not really the sort of player to run into the channels. I think Bergwijn, a bit of a runner, might be a good idea for Lamela, maybe. But Lamella's got more defensive ability than him, so that's why he's not on Kane there. Tries to win the ball back, ends up on his backside. Here's Jesus dropping deep on the halfway line. Stones. Bernardo Silva. I think we also will be covering the Benfica-Arsenal game on our second channel. And of course, PSG versus Barcelona on Tuesday night, is it? So plenty of football action coming up this week. Cancelo passes the ball to Foden there, he slips, and it really hasn't been Phil Foden's day.
No, he probably needs to come off, doesn't he?
Well, a man we've just been talking about, yeah, Dele Alli, he's coming on for Tottenham Hotspur. But who will it be for Tanguy and Ndombele? Probably their best player.
Yeah, he has probably been. It's a bit of a strange one. Obviously, Mourinho was not happy with Summit.
So on comes Dele Alli for Tanguy and Ndombele. And Dele Alli, if he's on form, very, very good player, but rarely on form, is he, at the moment?
No.
And he's one of them players that I couldn't ever have imagined him not being in the England squad. But if you think about the position he plays, the position he plays, you've got Foden, Maddison, Grealish, Mount, all ahead of Dele Alli at the moment.
Yeah. He won't get anywhere. No. He shouldn't get anywhere near it, but he probably will do.
He might do, yeah.
Southgate likes him, doesn't he?
They tend to bring people in on name mistake sometimes, don't they? Kane tries to run Zinchenko, doesn't quite work. Tanganga picks up on this right-hand side. Nowhere to go. Foul on Foden. 2 fouls on Foden. It's a free kick to Manchester City. Tanganga complained that he was pushed. Well, Tanganga's used that sort of defensive style all game against Phil Foden. City back in possession. The game, City have really killed off anything from Spurs at the moment. And they're just sort of passing the ball from left to right, keeping possession, making Spurs do the running, or the rund, as my English was poor before. But I think City might be waiting for Spurs to just tire a bit more, and then they might try and catch them again.
There's no need to push forward.
Oh, really? Lamela here.
Surely
that'd be his second yellow card if Paul Tierney could referee a game properly. Lamela gets his first yellow card of the game. It would be his second. But that's it. You'd be off now.
Him off.
He'd be off now, wouldn't he?
Off, wouldn't he? I know.
Well,
you'd like to think he wouldn't have done it, would you? If it
That's a definite yellow card. That's a definite yellow card. So he would have been off now. Poor refereeing from the referee. Here's Foden. Zinchenko. Lamela finally on a yellow card. Maybe that'll stop his antics, but can't promise anything.
I reckon he's going to get sent off at some point.
All you've got to do is just try and take him on and just let him foul you. He'll do it. Oh, Edison with the ball to Gundogan here.
What a ball.
What a ball by Edison Gundogan. Oh, what a goal. What a goal.
That's game over.
This is okay, Gundogan. 11 goals for the season. This man is the centre forward in this side. Edison with the assist. All the players run to him. Look at the smile of Edison. You can't believe it.
Let him take the pen, shouldn't they? That'd have been a goal and an assist, wouldn't it?
All smiles from the Brazilian. Rodri Stones in the port, crowd him. Give him a hug. What an assist from Edison.
Pass.
Lumps this forward as Edison.
Is he onside?
He's a mile on. He's a mile onside.
He's a mile on.
Davinson Sanchez tries to control it. Gundogan, what a touch, and then he puts it in the bottom corner. That's a centre forward sort of finish, that.
Sat him down, didn't
he? He sat Davinson Sanchez down. Little drag back. See you later. See you later, Davinson Sanchez.
Just got muscled off the ball, didn't he?
Watch this little drag here.
Touch it here now.
Whoop. Off he goes, Davinson Sanchez. Gundogan into the bottom corner.
With his head. Tried to do a Phil Jones and block it with his head on the floor, didn't he? Look.
Nowhere near it. City 3, Spurs 0. Andrew says Edison with the assist. Zaid says Gundogan, wow. Look at the players crowding Edison. What a pass. Get him in midfield, this man. He's incredible.
Great ball, that.
How many goalkeepers do you see doing that?
What a pass that was.
What a touch from Gundogan as well.
It's his third brace in his last 5 games, that.
Goal number 11 for the season for Gundogan. He's only 4 off his tally of every season added together.
Is he going to get a hat-trick?
Oh,
great tackle, Cancelo.
He is on Son, and Son's not getting up, and City look to counter again. Gundogan, let's go forward, City. Let's make it 4. What a pass. Tell you what, Gundogan and Johan Cruyff, if I put a video of both of them on, you wouldn't know the difference. Absolutely. He's been quite that touch and turn then.
He's played well today.
Yeah. Again, how many? He's played well every single game. Yeah, Julie says Ederson well chuffed. He wasn't he, Ederson? Can see it. Oh, Bernardo's dance past Son now. See you later, young man.
Whoa.
Oh, and he's gone past Davis as well. Sent Son back to his military training there.
It's mad, isn't it, that they have to do that?
Oh no.
His hamstring's gone, isn't it?
Gundogan's done his groin.
Oop.
Is his groin? I don't know what he's grabbing there.
Has he been smacked in the groin? I think he's just been hit in the genital area, hasn't he, by the looks of things?
I don't think Gundogan has done his groin. I think he's taken a tackle in the tackle. It looks like he's going to be okay. As he walks off.
I want to see that again. What happened?
Just take him off. I think he is coming off, isn't he? He's just walked off.
Yeah, he's gone off.
Oh, he better not be injured. He's City's best player.
I think he's just taking it off.
Yeah, I think he's just saying, I don't want to risk it. Ilkay, he's been playing literally every day. Every week.
Yeah, he's played really well.
What a touch and turn. Class from Ilkay going up. Ferran Torres is on. I assume Foden's going to go through the middle then. Hopefully Foden can have a better time there, and Ferran can sort of embarrass Tenkanga a bit at the right back position, but we'll see.
Just been informed that Jamie Carragher, apparently on the commentary, is going on about Spurs playing on Wednesday night, and that's why, even though City played on Wednesday night as well.
Oh right, oh yeah,
So they've been packed fixtures apparently, just exactly like everyone else has. So that's why they're not playing very well apparently, according to Carragher.
Typical Jamie Carragher. Ederson just had a chance there. He kicked the ball out. It went straight onto Kane and nearly went in his own net, but he saved it. But we didn't mention it. Rodri pulling out the skills now. This is a good... Oh, and Lamella's fouling.
Again.
That's foul number 6, is it, from Eric Lamella? And only 1 yellow card for the Argentinian.
I told you he's going to get sent off.
That'd be beautiful. I'd love to see Mourinho's face when he does. Here's Zinchenko, brings the ball forward. City 3-0 against Spurs now. And a game that at the start... Before kick-off, we maybe doubted a little bit. We thought, Spurs could do City here today. It's sort of City's kryptonite in the way they play. But not at the moment. 3-0, they lead City. Cancelo, running through the middle. Good touch. Oh, he's just magical. Sterling on the right-hand side. He's going to go on the outside and try and shoot Sterling. Going to hit it as hard as he can. He doesn't. Goes to cross. It's a corner. Davis good defending. Sterling should have hit that. Any shot on target beats Hugo Lloris.
It's going to be a whitewash, this, I think. I think we're going to get 5.
Mourinho is finished. Possibly. We're still at 542 subscribers. Can we get to 543 before the end of the game? Gareth Bale is coming on, not Bergwijn. He'll come on and have a shot from about 40 yards, and that'll be it. Crossing from Foden. Laporte in there, cleared.
How's he not got his head on that?
Oh, good clearance by Kane to the corner flag, back to Foden. Shot by Foden. Ooh. Anything on target might go in.
Yeah, that's it. It's worth a do at Lloris, isn't it?
Lloris into his hands. And here is Gareth Bale getting ready, being given his instructions. Well, he's got a bit to change the game. Whether he will. Ali here runs straight into... Terrible by Ali. Rodri, great ball to Sterling. Sterling.
Ah, rubbish touch.
First touch like a trampoline, Raheem Sterling. Straight into the centre-back. Zaitis Sanchez going to lose his contract. He was terrible defending from Davinson Sanchez, although he's not very good, is he?
Good work from Gundogan, but...
Yeah, I mean, to defend against that...
off the ball far too easily. That was the thing. He shouldn't have let it bounce. He should have just cleared it away, shouldn't he?
YBX passed it out of play. City ever throwing it on comes Gareth Bale.
Who's coming off?
Lamella.
Lamella,
Surprise, surprise.
Right decision. That he's going to get himself sent off, and I mean he should be off already, but he was going to get himself sent off, wasn't he? So good decision.
So on comes Eric Lamella. Of course, City still have to play Spurs yet this season one more time in the Carabao Cup final, which will be a big one. But at the moment, this is looking positive for that game as well. City lead 3-0, and everything changes in a cup final, I suppose. But at the moment, Spurs haven't laid a glove on City at the moment. Ball over the top line.
They'll play a bit differently, won't they, in the cup final?
Yeah.
They'll have a bit more of a go. They'll have a bit more of a go because they've got less to lose, haven't they? But I still think we can do them.
Yeah, I think so anyway. They shouldn't be
if they play
troubled by
this.
Spurs. Zinchenko's give it away, but nothing there. Gareth Bale on the right-hand side. It's Dele Alli and Harry Kane up top together. Here's Laporte. Lovely ball. Not. Straight to the Spurs player. Sissoko. Back to Dyer. He can play a good long pass Eric Dyer. He does on his left foot. Straight to Stones. Down to Dele Alli though. Takes a touch. Ooh, good bit of skill from Ali there. But he's not really taking him forward anywhere. Lays it off to Kane. Kane, the problem with Spurs is, I know Kane can drop deep and make things happen. But he's also probably their best finisher, barring Son. You know. And he's never in the box at the moment. Look at him. All the time, Kane. He's all...
I don't think they've had a shot on target, have they?
No. He's in and around the box all the time, Harry Kane. Trying to sort of get on the ball and make things happen for his team. He needs to be the one in the box. He needs a creator. He's doing a Gabriel Jesus, really. You want him to be the finisher, don't you? As a Spurs fan, just get him in the box. You know he'll score. He's lethal, but he's not had a chance. Other than that set piece, the free kick, which he hit the bar with.
They've not had a sniff, have they?
No. Here's Højbjerg. Long ball. Son up. Zinchenko does really well. Throwing for Spurs on the far right-hand side. Amindu says Sterling is the best. Well, he has had a fantastic a game today, Raheem Sterling. And Sergio Aguero is warming up. Get the man on. Get him on and get him fit.
He's coming off.
Surely. Oh, Spurs there. Nearly made something happen. Pinball between Bale and Kane. And Ederson sends it long. He's going for another assist, is Ederson. Poor header there by Højbjerg. But it's Sissoko. Højbjerg again. Tanganga. He's not a bad game at right back, Tanganga, actually. I think he's been good.
No, he's been alright.
He handled Sterling in that first half, and he's handled Foden and kept him quiet. I don't think Ferran Torres has touched the ball yet since he's come on.
No.
Ali's give it away, but it ricochets back to him. Davies brings the ball forward. Still going, the Welshman. To Kane. Oh, they're going to let him shoot here if they're not careful. No, they're not. Rodri, great play by Rodri. Laporte, back to Ederson. Ederson clears. Oh, what a pass by Ederson. What a pass. Under pressure. Nothing harms him. Here's Jesus. Amindu says Aguero is on the bench. Yep, hopefully he's coming on. He is warming up. Cancelo. Bernardo. Cancelo once more. Bernardo. Stones. Rodri. On the halfway line. Just moves out the centre circle now. Gives it wide to Ferran Torres. Zinchenko. He's going to have to go back here. Son's on him. Oh, calmly done, Zinchenko. Stones in all sorts of space. And Laporte finds him. Good play from City. This system is really working at the moment. It's Bernardo Silva, who, to me, plays better when De Bruyne isn't in the team.
Yeah. I think
play the same position.
Yeah. And he's doing a lot in it at the moment. Again, he does a lot of the unseen work. Then he works hard, then he wins the ball back. But it would be nice to see a bit more of him going forward.
Yeah, I just think he plays best when De Bruyne is not there, to me. It's whether he can play that Gundogan role of sort of being forward and drifting. I'm not sure he's a similar player to Gundogan.
No.
Spurs
it's good to have options, though, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And I think, if you've got if De Bruyne gets injured, you've got Bernardo Silva to step in for him. Not too bad,
exactly.
is it?
It's mad, isn't it, that we've still got De Bruyne to come back into this team.
And Aguero.
Yeah, who've been doing so well. And no Diaz either.
Yeah, exactly. So. Here's Sanchez. Tanganga. Ooh, poor touch. Ferran wins it back. It's getting pushed all over the place by Tanganga. Now it's not a free kick. Ali, that's stupid from Dele Alli. Whoa, Dele Alli there. That was nasty by Ali. Dyer's going to get booked for that one. He's got spun by Jesus. Dele Alli's just thrown an arm out at Ferran Torres there. I'm not sure if VAR will check that. But it seemed
probably not. I don't think the referee saw it.
He grabbed Ferran by like the side of his face.
I don't even think the ref saw
Here we
it,
are.
did he?
Watch this. No need for that.
Yeah.
And then Dyer got spun like a
It's
bottle.
not a red card, is it?
No, but I just don't know why he's doing that, Ali, there.
It's frustration, isn't it, from giving the ball away?
Frustration that he's rubbish.
Yeah.
Cancelo here. If Messi signs to Man City, we could win 7 trophies this season. We can't sign. Now Laporte in the box. Crossing from forward and Laporte heads it over the bar. Well, it won't be this season, Messi will be signing Amindu.
I don't think he'll be coming anyway. I think he's going to PSG, isn't he?
Well, if he goes to PSG, he pretty much ruins his legacy as a footballer, doesn't he? Going to the Farmers League.
Well, I don't know. He's done well. He's had a fantastic career, hasn't he? So he wants to go there.
I just think if he goes to the French league, it's just like everyone just goes, well, obviously you've got no ambition to prove yourself, have you? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just an easy ride there.
I think he don't need to prove himself, though, does he? He's already done it, hasn't he?
Just think, it'd be very strange when
He'll
I think if he
go
goes there.
He'll go.
I think he'll stay. You know, I think he will stay at Barcelona. I think he's just too loyal. That's why I didn't leave him in the summer. He's just too loyal.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather he stayed at Barca than went to PSG of all places.
I don't know. It'd be good if he went to PSG and won the Champions League, wouldn't it? Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi. It'd be a pretty good front three to watch that, wouldn't it?
Cancelo's made a tackle on Son here. Son's rolling around like he's just had his ankle broken. Could be a red card maybe for João Cancelo. They're going to VAR this. Get up, Son.
He's injured. He's hurt, isn't he? You can tell he's hurt, though. He's not rolling about, is he? He's just lay there, isn't he? No.
On his
I don't
foot.
think it's a yellow card.
If it was higher up, it'd be a red.
Yeah, it's a yellow.
It's on his foot. Nouting that, is there?
No.
It's a foul. It's a yellow card. It's not a red card.
Yeah, it's yellow. No, it's not a red. I don't think. No,
they're both going. Like it's a 50-50.
Like you said, if it was higher up, then it would have been a red. But it's a yellow card.
The thing is, if João Cancelo, if his foot was a slight bit lower, it'd be Sonny who fouled Cancelo there. Look at the Spurs players crowding the referee again.
Mahrez is coming on.
Let's see who's coming off. So no Sergio Aguero today. No chance for Sergio.
Presume Jesus or Foden, is it? I can't tell.
Jesus is. Sterling will go through the middle maybe, or Foden.
Or Foden,
Mahrez out to the right hand side. Maybe even Ferran Torres, who's played well through the middle before.
I presume that VAR have finished having a look at this now, and it is just going to be. I don't think he can book him, can he? While Son's down, I think you've got to wait, haven't you? Till he's up. Know. He's obviously hurt, Son, there, because you can tell he's not rolling about, is he? You just lay there, on this. It's obviously a painful one, but it's a yellow card.
Off he hobbles, Heung-min Son. I mean, if he doesn't even book João Cancelo, then sums up the referee's day. Here's the Gundogan goal again, from multiple angles.
Shocking from Lloris.
And this is the second Gundogan goal.
What a goal this was. Again, wasn't great defending, but had a lot to do. Good finish.
Great pass by Edison. Great touch by Gundogan. Great little flick round Sanchez. And then puts it in the top corner. He was proper Amindu says Mahrez is coming to the pitch. Yep. Mahrez has gone on the right wing, Sterling on the left, and Ferran Torres has gone up front now. Kane throwing his body in. Oh, brilliant from Bale. Oh, good save, Edison. That looked great from Bale.
I presume Cancelo's not been booked.
He hasn't.
Which is a bit
should be booked for
that. Yeah, should have been.
Makes up for Lamella's, I suppose. It was great play from Gareth Bale there and City. And now Sterling on the attack here. Sanchez is on him, and it's a free kick for what? We'll see. The Spurs have got a free kick.
Rather show this instead.
Bale kicking it at Edison's
Wasn't a great shot. Wasn't a great shot, but good feet. Danced around him, didn't he? Just slipped, didn't he, towards the end?
Passing it from foot to foot there, Bale. Didn't work out for himself. Spurs back on the attack again. It's Son. Tanganga. Lifts one in. Ali. Get up, Dele Alli. Shot! And it's wide of the post. And Dele Alli, get lost if you think you're getting a penalty for that. Oh, my word.
Fuck him. Absolutely no chance.
Two players jump for the ball. Dele Alli collapses to the floor. I tell you, the diving is getting worse. It is getting worse. I think because they've seen so many people get things from it. Amadou says Gundogan is so good that he could win the Ballon d'Or. I don't think we'll go that far, but he is good.
I don't know about that one.
I don't think he will win the Ballon d'Or, purely because, I mean, wasn't Frank Ribery once the best player in the world and he still didn't win it? They just choose between the same two players, don't they? I mean, Modric won it, which was a bit of an odd one. And Van Dijk probably would have won it this year. They were itching to give it him, weren't they? Okay, so Højbjerg.
I can't believe Lewandowski didn't win it this year. He didn't do it.
Didn't do it.
No.
Oh, Kane's in here. Laporte's across. Zinchenko clears. Ali, header. Son. Zinchenko clears once again. Tanganga. Kane. He tried to do a nutmeg on Zinchenko. Zinchenko has been really good at left back once again.
Yeah, he's played well today.
Well, Benjamin Mendy's never going to see the pitch in the Premier League if Zinchenko stays fit and plays like this.
He'll go in the summer, won't he?
Well, if they can get rid of him.
Yeah.
The far superior player, Alexander Zinchenko.
I think we still need to sign a left back, though.
Oh, yeah, they still will, I assume. Here's Cancelo. Goes back.
Why did he go forward, then?
Bernardo. Just keep possession. This Spurs team are trying to press City, though, but I don't think it's going to work. I find it sort of odd they've put Son on the right and Bale on the left. Bale looks very disinterested, to be honest. Here's Foden, ball down the line to Varane. Here comes Varane, the Spaniard. Up against Sanchez. Unlucky.
Good defending.
Try to take Sanchez on. Amadou says, I was Sanjun and now I have my own account. That's good. Subscribe we both. Still at 542 subscribers. Please share the video, share the channel. Get your friends, family. Anyone. Here's Dele Alli. Little back heel. Now he's doing skills now, Dele. Bale with a poor pass. Ali over the top. City's last 5 home results. A 2-0 win, a 1-0 win, a 4-0 win, a 2-0 win and a 1-0 win. And it would be a 3-0 win today if they keep a clean sheet. Kane takes on Zinchenko, wins his side. A corner. I suppose them games that you've played and they've won at home were against Newcastle, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa and Sheffield United. Yeah, true.
You still got to win them.
Armindu says, my name is Armindu. I wouldn't have guessed that one. It's Heung-min Son on the corner now. So swing one in for Spurs. Can they nick a goal, Spurs? And give themselves
shame if they do.
A bit of hope. Son swings it in. Ooh, good defending. Foden clears. Tanganga, wide. Son. On this right-hand side. Onto his left, back onto his right. He's looking at Sissoko for a cross.
No one helping him.
No, 3 men round him in blue. And he goes back. Tanganga. He's going to have to go back. Well, Spurs have a chance to attack then. And they go all the way back to Eric Dyer. That was poor from Spurs. Here's Davies. Cancelo's going to be a bit more offensive with his press there. But Bale stood on him. Kane keeps it in. Up against Stones. Still going, Kane. Shrugs off Stones. Has to go backwards once again. City have defended really well. It'd be a shame for him to throw away a goal now. Like him to get a clean sheet. Here's Heung-min Son. Bale. Good turn from Bale. Only one thing on his mind. And that's to give the ball away to Rodri. Here's Rodri. Foden, City on the counter now. 3-on-3. Look at Sterling making a run there. Foden with a really nice ball over the top to Sterling. He's going to get there on the edge of the box. Up against Dyer. Oh, and then he just gives it back to Spurs. Raheem Sterling, what was that pass? Waste of time. Ominu says, I've subscribed you on Sanjuna. Thank you very much. That's 2 subscribers. Thank you very much. The more subscribers, the merrier. Is Sissoko. Davies. Spurs look drained. Bale, who's been their most exciting player since he's come on. Still not done much with it. Bale with a switcher play over to Son. Doesn't reach him. Gives it to Zinchenko. Sterling's gone back to this left-hand side now. Laporte. Well played. Zinchenko. Back to Ederson. Kane's going to press him. Ederson into Rodri. Laporte. City really toying with Spurs now. Zinchenko. Great space for Zinchenko now. Great pass into Rodri under pressure from Heung-min Son. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Oh, in space here. Wide to Riyad Mahrez. Can he make something happen for the first time since making his way into the pitch? He goes back. Stones. City really seeing out this game now. I don't think even City have an intention of scoring. Spurs do, but they can't. Can't even get the ball. Here's Stones bringing the ball forward. Bernardo. Oh, unlucky. Stones in there, though. Great centre-back play. Still going John Stones. Calm and just lays it off to Cancelo. And to Rodri. Harry Kane putting a bit of a press on. What a waste of your energy, Harry Kane, because your team can hardly get on the football. Zinchenko. Kane can't get there. Zinchenko again. City are giving Spurs a lesson in football. They really are. Zinchenko. Back to Edison we go. Edison. Look at Rodri in space. It's always going there. Rodri can receive it on the turn. Not very aware of his surroundings there, Rodri. Give it away. Sterling's winning back. Foden. Oh, City still trying to win it back. Rodri with a good tackle. That's a handball by Højbjerg, but because he grabbed the ball, it given us a free kick. Nothing in it. Højbjerg. Ali, good tackle, Phil Foden. Footing on Dele Alli. Non-existent when he's come on as well, Dele Alli. Worrying signs for Spurs. Sterling in space. Cancelo, can he find him? Great ball. Sterling. Could have made a pass there, and he wins his side of corner. Corner for City. Chance for maybe Stones Laporte to get up and get ahead on this one.
Get a fourth.
4 goals for City it could be. Another replay of this goal that Edison assisted.
What a pass that is.
Perfect positioning from the pass from Edison. Gundogan takes it on his left foot.
I want to see Edison's reaction when he scores. They need to show that, don't they?
He's happy with himself anyway. The man with a smiley face tattooed on his neck. You know he's a nutter as soon as you see that. Have City got another sub yet? Because Diaz is warming up, but I'm sure we've made 3 subs.
Yeah, we've made 3, haven't we?
Foden with a cross in to Laporte, cleared away. I don't know why Diaz is still warming up then. Maybe just to get a feel back on the pitch again. Foden, well played.
Cold from being sat down.
Oh, nutmeg on Sissoko. Sterling, saved by Lloris. That's the first one. Never thought I'd say that. Saved by Lloris. Mahrez, oh, you poor tackle by Mahrez. He's got to get back against Gareth Bale now. I tell you what, Bale looks like he's lost about 10 yards of pace. Looks nothing like the player he used to be.
Should have scored that.
Yeah. Cancelo, good save by Lloris. I think Sterling just tried to get it on target. Ooh, Mahrez having a bit of a run here. Oh, rubbish, Mahrez. Rubbish. Can't you just do a simple pass? What's with the back heel for? Switch out by Lloris. What a pass by Lloris to Ruben Diaz on the sidelines.
Has he done that because someone's injured, or has he just...
I think he's just kicked it out of play.
Great work from Foden here. Lovely nutmeg.
Ooh, Sissoko. See you later, Sissoko.
Should have scored here, Sterling, though. Put it in one of the top corners, not right at the keeper. Put it higher up.
Off his foot. Lloris saved that one. Foden. Sterling. Zinchenko. Rodri. Around the corner. Cancelo. Oh, what a pass. Bernardo Silva. Oh. Just shooting on target, City. Not even going for the corners here. Just going for Hugo Lloris. There's been, I don't know how many minutes of added time because it flashed off. 3 minutes of added time. 90 minutes played. Can City hang on for a clean sheet here? Son, well played. Come on, Zinchenko. Show a bit of pace here. Son, well played. Good recovery from Alexander Zinchenko. He's been very impressive once again. Like we said, going to be the first choice left back for Manchester City. And disappointment for Jose Mourinho's side.
Just don't let him nick one now. I know, but don't.
Be a shame on Edison. Had a good game. Son's going to swing this one in. Oh, into the hands of Edison. City on the counter, are they? Edison into Rodri. Oh, Sterling. Still getting in the way, Sterling. Oh, and then a dirty tackle there. Yellow card. Raheem Sterling there, getting in the way of the passes. Davies gets a yellow card. City on a swift counter.
Yeah, he had to do that then. Just took one for the team there, didn't he?
Mahrez and Sterling, and I think it was Ferran. 3-on-3 with Spurs. Ben Davies. Cynical challenge, but no other option really. Here's Stones. Oh, big tackle on him by Dele Alli there. Bit of a push, and then Bernardo gives it away. He will give the free kick. Yeah. Dele Alli points at himself. Me?
No more.
Laporte. Zinchenko brings the ball over the halfway line. Sterling. Rodri. Fouled by Kane. Another free kick to City. Harry Kane protests as he fouls Rodri. Well, Pep Guardiola's men have done it again. Cancelo. Oh, poor touch. Rodri. Wide to Sterling. Can Sterling take on Tanganga? No. Cancelo. Swift, quick answer. Ooh, lifted ball over the top. Mahrez. He wants to hit that, Mahrez. He wanted to. Bale in there. Mahrez. Great footwork. Mahrez. Oh!
Lovely.
Oh, he's trying to do too much, though. Mahrez, just shoot.
It.
Great bit of skill by Mahrez on the little drag back, but he just didn't shoot. Stones into Zinchenko. 30 seconds of the game remain. City, will they push for another one? Mahrez could have got one then. He was unlucky. Just try to do too much. Foden takes it on the turn and back to Aymeric Laporte. Rodri. 20 seconds left. The game being played at walking pace now. Bernardo Silva.
Controlled it from start to finish.
Oh, it's late tackle by Bale. Mahrez down the line to Bernardo. Has to bring it back because Davies got a little boot on it. Back to Mahrez.
Full
Shoot
time,
Riyad. Oh, little step over from Riyad Mahrez.
There we go.
Into João Cancelo, and that is full time. Manchester City 3, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Another win in the Premier League for City, and they're now 13 points clear of Liverpool. And is it 5 points clear at the top of the table?
I think so. 6, I think.
6 points clear at the top of the table.
Oh, no, it's more than that, isn't it? No, it's 8, isn't it? We were 5 already, weren't we?
8 points clear at the top of the table.
Well, 7 above Leicester, but United will probably win tomorrow, won't they?
Yeah, so that means City are playing very well at the moment, and they need to keep this up. They've got Everton on Wednesday. We'll be live on our channel here on Wednesday for Manchester City versus Everton. Oh, man of the match, by the way. I assume you're going to say Gundogan.
Yeah, he's got to be on it.
Yeah, he's got to be Gundogan.
Played quite well, didn't he?
No other questions.
He's not injured.
Amindu says 11 unbeaten in the Premier League. Yes, fantastic result for City with that 3-0 win over Spurs. 11 games unbeaten. We've given Gundogan our man of the match. Did anyone predict 3-0? I'm not quite sure.
Gary normally does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't here today, Guy. Margaret says 3-1. He was the closest. Side said it. I got it wrong again. Andrew said great win, great commentary. Well, thank you very much. I said 2-1. So none of us were very close, were we? So City with a 3-0 win over Spurs. 8 points clear at the top of the table. 13 points clear of champions Liverpool. Now, we will be live on Wednesday on this channel for Manchester City versus Everton. We are live on Tuesday for PSG versus Barcelona on our second channel. And then, of course, Manchester United versus Real Sociedad as well. So plenty of interesting games are being played. So thank you very much for joining us once again in today's live stream. Another win for City. It's great to see. It's goodbye from me.
And me too.
And we'll see you on the next one. Manchester City versus Everton. Have a good rest of your week.